Welcome back. I care about this game a lot. This
Not
game is
true.
great. This game
Saba
is
doesn't even watch the
fantastic.
VODs, so she doesn't even
I
care.
talking about, but it seems like a lie.
Okay. So, last we left off, we had done what I kind of felt was just like, I don't even know. I feel like we just finished Act 1 of the game, which is a little scary for potentially how long this game is. The long and the short of what happened is that this magic ritual called the Feast of Shadows has been cast over the city, which is allowing all of these like ancient curses to manifest at night.
But it's technically morning now.
It's not even technically morning. It is literally morning now. But the like struggle of the game has now shifted to, instead of it being about collecting enough soul dregs in order to revive like a person from the afterlife, now we have to inadvertently prevent this serial killer from allegedly killing like a lot of people all at once tomorrow night. And it is presently, or I guess
And he
tonight, because
has
it is presently morning.
and
He
he
has
has the read.
one-sided read.
Yes.
He has one-sided read, and we're also like 99% sure it's the janitor.
Oh, and we've met a crazy girl. We've discovered who that girl is who's been following other people around. Yeah, the girl who's following the foot washing mansion at first, I think.
Oh, yes, the one who's actually like a terrible, shallow person.
Who's like a psychopath? Yeah.
Yeah,
She's
she's
scary.
like well, I would say like sociopath, because it's like she's not insane. She just doesn't give a fuck about anybody other than herself. Like, she's horribly narcissistic. I thought you were talking about the delinquent girl, because that's another.
Mio's pretty cool.
I'm about to say, wait, no, Mio's different. Mio is the occult high schooler.
What is her name then? Are we sure it's not Mio?
Yes, Saba. It was. Oh, there's. That's
Ayame?
Her.
Hitomi. I love Mio
Are you
too.
sure it wasn't Mio? You know, the character that you voiced for multiple hours?
For forever. But
All right. Back to the cops. Let's go. Time to stop a serial killer?
So the last thing we did was just like talk to her, right? Ayume, whatever her name was. That was the last thing we did, right?
No, Saba. Why did you delete like the last 2.5 hours of the last stream that we did? The last thing
I don't know. It's
only.
Okay, it was her. It was so much talking that,
We spent 2.5 hours talking to Hitomi. The fucking final chapter that we did was with Yako or whatever.
Okay. And then so we got stuck. It's been a while, okay? I need you to give me a break.
It's your fault for having shit pulled out of your face. That's not my fault.
That is true.
All right. So I wanted to take a minute to see if we can recall, either by name or just through association, who has each of the curses so far.
Yeah. Whispering Canal,
I still believe, is the businessman.
The henchman. Yeah, the henchman.
I still believe it. You know what? Business henchman. That's a great name for him. Fool's Procession is Yako, right?
Yeah. Yako's got that. Beckoning Light.
Beckoning Light. I don't know.
We don't have any information on this, so I don't think we have this.
That's a different one? No, you're right.
No,
we haven't seen it yet.
No, the Beckoning.
Yeah.
What did the the scholar who made the thing have?
He had Evergreen Beach.
He had
Haunting Clappers, by the way, is God, I just keep calling her MILF Lady, but what's her actual name?
Haruwe, I think.
Haruwe, thank you.
Yeah.
So Haraway has haunting clappers. Evergreen Beach is the old detective. I believe his name is Tetsuo, I think.
Yeah.
The Taiko, I know we haven't seen yet, so that's two that we
But
definitely
Watching
have
Mansion
not
is
seen.
in our hands now. The detective.
We do have the Foot Washing Mansion, and that was in the hands of Seinfeld. One Sided Read is the
Seinfeld.
serial killers, obviously. Ever Burning Lantern was in the hands of the professor,
Now
remember?
it's
And then
in
we took
our
it from
hands.
him,
Yeah.
so it's in our hands now. So Tycho. So once again, I'm pretty confident with the Whispering Canal, right? But the Tycho and the what you calls it, the Beckoning Light, are the two that we do not know yet. I believe Hitomi has one, and I believe that Narcissistic Lady has the other, Ayame.
Mm-hmm.
That's just my thing because those are the only other two characters that have
We are
actual
missing one
artwork.
person in terms of like the cast of characters, but we haven't met them yet. So
Oh, you talking about the cover art of the game?
yeah, as you said, you're probably thinking that that's the
I'm
lead
pretty
of
sure that's
the
the director of the paranormal agency, the
yeah.
Bureau of Paranormal Activity. All right.
I think this is me.
Yep.
Sorry for the wait, boss, but I managed to gather some information.
Took you long enough. Anyway, I'm gonna turn away from you real quick. Oh, I can't even turn all the way. Oh, right, because these are the guys that actually found Shogo's body. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. We've got ourselves in quite a mess. Strange deaths popping up all over the place that may or may not have something to do with the curses. We also need help looking for Yoshimi and Najima. Who's Yoshimi?
I think that's the guy, maybe the serial killer for I
No,
think this
that's
is
Najima.
Lebanon. No, that's Najim. Yoshimi.
Prabha, can you focus like at all? Did they pull out some of your brain too?
Presumably, and stop being rude. Okay, I'm bad at names. I suck.
How are
I
you?
know
What are
that.
you talking about?
I am bad at names. Okay.
I am bad at names. I think
Yeah.
Yoshimi isn't that the cop who died of a heart attack?
Don't know. I know who you're talking about. I don't know his name.
Just fucking certain, isn't it Yoshimi?
I don't know. I can neither confirm nor deny.
Can neither confirm nor deny. I don't know anything. I took a 2-week break and now suddenly the whole game has evacuated my mind.
Evaporated from my mind.
I will continue to pollute Zach's brain with false information and then get mad when he says that I'm wrong.
Things at the station were pretty hectic, but I managed to get some info.
Sorry. Oh, I'm just giving you a hard time.
Let me fill you in.
Oh my god, is it a lot? Thanks.
Let me fill you in.
Oh,
It's a
my
lot.
God. All right, Yoshimi is definitely the cop. All right, let's start with the serial killings.
A total of 3 mysterious deaths were confirmed in the area, including the one in this park. So let's start with that one. The young man we found here.
Shogo Okie.
He has been identified as Shogo Okie, 25 years old, a regular old office worker who worked around here. Poor dude. He died of asphyxiation due to water in the lungs. You know, he drowned.
That's
In
I
layman's-
mean, to
layman's
be fair,
terms.
I can understand why they would have phrased it that way because he is just out of the water. So it would be kind of weird to be like, yeah, he drowned. Wasn't he sitting in the middle of a park? Like, yeah, that's true. He drowned in the middle of the park. Hell yeah, video games, I'm the best. That's not possible. It's got to be a curse we're dealing with there.
About that, boss, isn't this park associated with one of the 7 mysteries too? Whispering
Yeah, the
Canal.
Whispering Canal.
Jesus Christ, look how many there are. That's right, the Whispering Canal.
I mean, there was an odd number of curses, but isn't it kind of weird that there was an extra space there that was just like vacant?
Yeah.
I guess what I mean to say is that it would really hurt me if like there was actually a secret like other curse this entire time. I'd be really annoyed.
Maybe it's the Rite of Resurrection itself. That'd be kind of cool.
Well, no, because the Rite of Resurrection's a lie, right? Isn't that the whole thing?
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. It could be like a weird thing. It does seem that there'd
Sure.
be a link between a canal and death by drowning, don't you think?
Sharp thinking, Eero. You're starting to get the hang of this. So, let's assume they're related. What's next?
I like the idea of like you're starting to get a hang of this. It's like, yeah, I was hired. I wouldn't have been hired if I didn't already have
but,
somewhat
like,
of a hang of this.
Paranormal stuff.
Before that, the body of a woman was found behind a residential complex in Kamizawa.
This is the ever burning lantern or never burning lantern, right?
The victim has been identified as Tawako Hayashi, 29 years old. She was an office worker who lived on her own in the area. As for the cause of death, well,
Yes?
the entirety of her body was crushed by some kind of
What the
strong
fuck?
external force.
Oh my god, the taiko
Mm.
drum.
Oh, like someone.
Oh.
What if?
Oh my god.
Really
think that's
morbid.
why, do you think that's why that tower gets to have a nice taiko drum instead of a giant massive wood block because it fell out of the tower and crushed somebody?
That is
Sick. Well, we found the
sick.
taiko
Yeah.
drum, which then leads me to believe that
Who did
the
it, though?
beckoning light is the thing that gives you a heart attack.
Maybe it's something so horrific that you see. Maybe. No murder weapon was discovered in the area, but considering the way she was found, we're looking for something large, flat, and heavy that could have crushed her in one fell swoop.
Like a giant wood block.
Hang on. Are you saying she was
Stepped on?
Meaning...
Stepped
fuck?
on. I don't think the beckoning light doesn't make sense for stepped on.
So I get foot washing mansion?
Well, no.
But they said stepped
Stepped.
on.
I
So
still want to go
what-
with your thing though.
I still think it's the taiko drum. Well, actually, that being said, I guess do we actually know how the foot washing mansion kills somebody?
Yeah, you hear wash.
Kills by crushing when one hears the command wash. So it's the foot washing mansion.
I guess we never
Right.
actually discovered how foot washing mansion kills people, you know?
Yeah, we just know how to stop it.
Yeah, we just know we die by it, by hearing it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Crushing is the foot washing mansion's modus operandi. The place the body was discovered is also known to be related to the Seven Mysteries. But don't we have it? Was this before we got it, you think?
This would have been before, probably. Because remember when we were playing as Okie and we killed Seinfeld? He had like 6% soul dregs on him or whatever.
Yeah, I think he was killing innocent people, right?
Well, no, I think he killed one innocent person, and then his soul was worth 5%.
Ah, okay.
You know what I mean? I think he
Yeah.
tried it, realized like, this feels bad. You know?
You think?
Then this is Namagaki's doing? Shit, I knew he'd used it. Judging by the amount of soul dregs, the victim was just a regular person, not a curse bearer. Guess we should report this to Paranormal Affairs.
Got it. And for the third victim,
It's a big...
Ooh.
Oh, this is the falling.
he was identified as Kohei?
Kohei, like teacher.
Yeah, Kohei Jinoichi, 32, a teacher at Komagata High.
Remember, it's John. Remember we were there late at the school,
Yeah.
and Hitomi said she saw him, and it was like he suddenly. It was as
Yeah,
if
he was
fell
found
from
in
a
the
great
school's
height.
courtyard. Yeah, we think that what is her name?
I'm 90% sure
Michio or
it's
whatever was
possession.
possessed by, or possessed
Yako was
Yako.
possessed by Michio. Yes.
Yeah, and then did
Because
this.
Michio is the one who allegedly died of suicide, whereas I believe she used the curse on herself, maybe? Or had it taken away somehow? I don't know.
Something happened, that's for sure.
Something definitely happened.
Cause of death appears to be external trauma from a fall or heavy blow. The impact crushed his arms and legs. Since he was found in the middle of courtyard. He couldn't have fallen from the gymnasium or the
Middle of
main building.
courtyard. A teacher dying at school. And not just any school. Komagata houses one of the 7 mysteries. Fool's Procession, right?
Mm-hmm. That's the one with the field there. Right! It's where the Fool's Procession is supposed to be. It's too big of a coincidence. We can't rule out the possibility that this death was also the work of a curse. I see. Either way, it seems all 3 victims can be tied to the 7 mysteries.
There's probably a curse bearer at the center of it all, pulling the strings. It's okay, you know.
Yeah,
but
dang.
you've got a point.
Back
All
from the
these
dead.
strange deaths do point in one direction.
Ow. Sorry, I hurt myself. That's right, and Hajime's case
Stop
wasn't
pulling out
all
your
that
own
different
teeth.
either. Ow, I
Jin,
keep on hitting my
focus.
funny bone! Ow!
You don't have a funny bone in your body. Shut up.
I already said the line.
He also died of mysterious causes in a place connected to the 7 mysteries. Problem is that the timing doesn't match up. He died before the curses were activated.
Could he have been hit by a different curse? One that didn't have anything to do with the 7 mysteries? Oh, that's interesting. Oh my
that's a
god, are we gonna
thought,
drag
but-
other stuff?
If that were the case, we'd be dealing with a powerful practitioner, one who could pull off a curse like that without using a cursed stone.
Okay, Pout.
There are many people in this day and age who can do something like that. It's hard to do the fucking pursed lips while also doing the deep voice. Fucking sucks.
Oh, really? I see. I don't know too much about that stuff.
I'd be more surprised if you did. Okay. Fucking okay. Oh god, that was one. We're gonna be here forever.
Well, looking at these deaths, it seems like many of the curse bearers acted last night.
But we can't rule out that there were more killings from which the bodies haven't been found.
Yikes! I hadn't thought of that.
But there is one silver lining. Judging by my own cursed stone, it seems that the curses can't be activated while the sun's out.
Oh, that's great news! So basically we're safe during the daytime?
Exactly. It's also likely Najima gave us till
Why?
dusk.
Why
Or
not?
likely why Najima gave us till dusk. Oh, right, because the sun goes up and he's just like sitting there, tapping his foot, like, fucking, come on.
I'm gonna murder people.
Why
Yep.
can't it be winter?
Why can't it be? Yeah. Ah, he must have known the curse stones couldn't be used during the day.
Either way, we got till nightfall to settle this. It's time we flushed out the other curse bearers.
Aye, aye, boss. Let's do this. Okay, good. That was only 2. At the moment, we only know the identity of 4 curse bearers, you included. Yutaro Namiki, I was right, had the
Stein-
foot washing
Steinfeld.
mansion, and Hideki Araishi has the ever-burning lantern.
The professor.
We got both of their curse stones. And then there's Najima, who claims he's got the one-sided reed.
The janitor. Yeah, that about sums it up.
It hasn't been confirmed that it's the janitor, but like,
it's
yeah.
the fucking list. Oh, and it fucking points because it's.
Oh, because now
Tetsuo
we have
has
it,
the-
yeah. That's
oh,
cool.
That's great. So we don't know Taiko, we don't know Beckoning Light, and we technically don't know Whispering Canal.
Yeah.
So it's either business henchman or his boss. So just remember that.
Better figure out who the remaining 5 are quick. How should we go about looking for them?
Wait, hold on. Sorry, did that, where was that?
I think it was here.
Known curse bearers? Yo, that's sick, because we know, but they don't.
Yeah, so they don't. So there's 3 missing. Yeah, there's 3 missing, but we know 2 that they don't know.
We know Harue and Yako.
Yako. Yeah.
Oh, that's really fun. Because I was like, wait a minute, there was only 3 sets of question marks there. There's no point in searching blindly without a lead. Let's focus on other things for now. Tracking down Najima may lead us to other curse bearers too. Either way, he should be our top priority. He could do some real damage if we don't get him. I also want to look a little more into Yoshimi. I've got a feeling there's some connection there.
Yeah, boss. Sounds like we got our work cut out for us. I asked around Sumida's Community Safety Bureau where Yoshima was stationed. Seems like he was investigating the apparent suicide of a girl named Michio Shiraishi.
Yeah. Shiraishi. Yeah, I heard about that.
He was trying to determine whether it really was a suicide, looking into the height of the building, the force of the impact, her wounds, all that. He must have suspected some kind of foul play, because he ordered a full investigation. But it had already been deemed suicide, and his superiors told him not to go stirring things up.
Huh. What's the evidence?
Well, according to the report I found on his desk last night, the body was found at the foot of the building, a ways away from the road. There was no evidence of vehicular collision, so it was ruled a suicide, but...
But he thought there was more to it?
Yes, a truck or other flat-faced vehicle traveling at high speeds could have inflicted similar damage. In other words, sometimes a traffic accident can look an awful like a... Oh.
Tom, we already knew this.
No, I mean, obviously, it literally makes sense, but, like, did we ever think that she could have been hit by a car instead? Like, someone purposely killed her? Like,
okay.
this? Not
potentially, I guess, because they never, because this is what they show us every time when they talk about, like, her death or whatever. For me, when I think of what it looks like when somebody gets fatally hit by a vehicle, like, this would have to be an enormous vehicle or, like, a bus, right?
Yeah. Oh my god, Truck-kun?
Shut the fuck up. She did not get isekai'd. You know what? I will deem her. I will deem it death by isekai though. The blood pattern would be like a fucking burst in the opposite direction that she got hit. Because the idea is that the vehicle would spoosh it all out in the reverse direction that the bus would be traveling. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so they show an image like this, and so I guess it's entirely possible that like there's more blood pattern like behind that we just don't see. But for me, I don't know.
It's interesting
like,
that they bring this up though, I think, but we'll see, yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
So there's a chance it wasn't a suicide. But what a terrible way to go.
There were no brake marks on the road, meaning it would have been a hit and run. The vehicle could have hit her without slowing down at all.
This is turning into quite the grisly case. But the vehicle couldn't have come out from a collision like that unscathed.
Exactly, so I asked the traffic bureau to keep an eye out for any vehicles with frontal damage. But I haven't heard back from them yet. I don't think they're looking very hard.
So we've got no proof. That said, if it was a traffic accident rather than a suicide, it's possible that someone silenced Yoshimi because he was on the verge of discovering the truth.
That's true.
What the fuck? Can you point your I mean, you don't have your camera on. Does your finger look like that? Like when he points his finger, it's very triangular. I'm pointing my finger and I'm trying to angle it so it looks triangularly like that, and it doesn't work. I think he just has really wide knuckles.
Could be. You think the driver is the one who did him in?
Not quite. Yoshimi had already talked to forensics and the traffic bureau, right? His death couldn't have been His death wouldn't have covered things up.
You're right on that.
Also, he very clearly died of a fucking heart attack. Like, what do you mean?
It's definitely a weird type of death. Even if the suicide was a cover-up for a hit and run, doesn't seem like enough reason to kill a cop.
Actually, now I think about it, they haven't actually done an autopsy yet, right? Because Yoshimi only died yesterday.
Yeah, it would have been too close.
Huh. Because he died before even the first chapter happened. So that's interesting. It's interesting. So I guess we don't actually know if it was a heart attack. I just strongly suspect it was a heart attack because he was
It
fucking
appears.
clutching his chest.
It appears. Oh, that's right. Unrelated, but I got something else too. I managed to get a hold of Michio Shiraishi's address. Yoshimi went there a bunch of times over the course of his investigation. Might be a good idea for us to drop by too.
Good thinking. Hopefully that'll give us some more leads. All right, let's move on to the next topic. Never mind, we're talking about him again.
Remember the girl Yoshimi met with the other day he died? One Hitomi Okuda? Community safety didn't have any contact information for her on hand.
Not even an address?
Well, they had her parents' information, but when I called, they said they hadn't heard from her in a month. Lots of family issues from the sound of it. They even said they didn't want anything to do with her anymore. Well, she was possessed, right?
Hitomi, we don't know that. I genuinely
Well,
think
didn't
it's
Mio
just
say she exorcised her?
Yes, yeah, that's true, but that was a while ago, wasn't it? She would have been back home by now. Like, I think what
Maybe.
they're implying here is just that Hitomi is like a pseudo runaway because she doesn't like being at home.
Yeah. That said, she still goes
She
to
was
school
possessed,
once in a while, so we might be able to find her there.
Yeah.
Not sure we really have the time for a stakeout right now, but she could be a key witness. Can we have community safety tracker down for us?
We can ask, but it may be tricky to get it done today. For starters, Kamagata High School is closed today.
Ah, because of the teacher that died?
That's right.
I mean, that's pretty fair. All right, but if it's not something we can do today, we may have to forget about it. Let's move on then. Jesus Christ.
I got some information about Yoshimi's fiance for community safety. Her name is Mayu Chozawa, 27 years old. She works as a beautician in the area. We've never seen that name.
No.
Look, I even managed to get a picture of her. She sure is a beauty. But...
Are we not gonna see
But...
it?
Oh boy, here it comes. But what?
Community safety hasn't been able to contact her since Yoshimi died. Not by phone or at her house. In other words, no response. Dead silence. MIA.
There it is. Can things just be easy for once? Okay.
Ooh!
Oh!
It's her! So okay, so
Okay,
she's
well,
our
there you
missing
go.
she's
There's
our
the-
missing piece.
There's the final person on the cover.
Oh.
I'm not gonna lie.
She wants to bring Beyonce back, Zach.
I mean, I guess so, but like,
She could have a curse stone now.
she could have a curse stone.
It
That's
makes
true.
sense
That's
for
very
her to.
true.
Ooh.
It makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense. Also, wait a minute. Give me a second. Where was she? She was God, what was her name?
It's like Mayu. There it is, right there. Stop.
Mayu?
He did real good for
Okay.
himself.
Yeah, congratulations, Mr. Incredible. You landed Mrs. Incredible. No, I was gonna, because I was looking like, how did they try to convey that this woman is like beautiful or whatever, right, within this game's art style? And I'm just kind of like flipping through some of the other characters, and genuinely, I think they just gave her a lot more detail. Like, because if you look
Her
at her
eyes
like,
are
eyebrow,
really pretty, yeah.
like her eyes and her eyebrows and her hair have so many more like fine detail to them, and I think that's how they like convey that, like, oh, this person's supposed to be like beautiful or whatever. Not saying that she's not. I'm just saying I think that's how they kind of like.
I think her
subtly
eyelash
well.
ratio to the rest of it, and like the lightness of the eyes and stuff, it just stands out.
It does, certainly does. Also, only one who's wearing like actual jewelry, I think. That doesn't count.
Well, these are all students, so
Right. I'm
You
trying
wouldn't wear
I'm
much.
trying to flip to an adult, but there's only like 3 adult women
yeah,
in this game.
triangle.
Triangle Girl does in fact have what do you call it?
Earrings.
That's true.
He's got earrings.
And the storyteller. That's true.
There we go. We
very
got
true.
some.
All right. It's definitely starting to look suspect. A crime of passion, perhaps?
It is fairly common for people to be killed by a lover or a spouse. But Yoshimi was well liked, and they'd been together for over 10 years. Wow.
You never know. Things could be different behind closed doors.
I mean, I guess so.
Just like how I killed my wife. But we'll have to consider the opposite scenario, too. It could be that the same person who was out for Yoshimi is after his fiancée as well. She could be in danger.
You're right. Either way, she's important to the case. HQ already has people looking for her. We'll know as soon as she's found. Okay, Najima. HQ has mobilized a search unit for Najima. But so far, we haven't received any word.
Guessing he wasn't at home or at work.
About that, apparently he vacated his last known address a week ago. Ooh.
Are you serious? So we have no idea where he lives.
It gets worse, boss. I checked in with the factory he was working at. They told me he was only there for a month before he quit.
Hold on a second. You're telling me nobody caught that?
That actually is ridiculous. What the fuck is the police department doing?
Well, I had the same thought, so I spoke to his probation officer. Turns out he'd been doing house visits and interviews, but never bothered checking on his workplace. So, the person did go to his, house, but never checked in
on
work.
His actual status of work.
Yeah.
Which is also a big no-no, because this guy is a former serial killer.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I know you disappear for 7 to 9 hours a day, but I'm not gonna check on that, because I trust you, former serial killer.
He also said he'd lost track of Najima when he moved to a new place.
Jeez. That's just sloppy.
I've heard that they're given parole to just about anyone these days because they're running out of room in the prisons.
Will you... Listen, author, I know how you feel about criminals, but you don't need to put it here. I know they're cops talking, but still.
Which also means there aren't enough probation officers to go around. Dude's probably overworked.
So Najima got to fuck about. Unsupervised. God damn it. That asshole is annoyingly good at faking remorse. Or insanity. Whatever the situation calls for. Back when I arrested him all those years ago, just talking to him left a bad taste in my mouth.
He's probably hiding under a false name, which will make it hard to track him down.
He's the fucking janitor, dude! Can I just type into the thing janitor? And
Whoa,
just inject
janitor.
the idea into their mind?
That explains why he so brazenly made contact.
Oh my god, Saba! The kids even said that the janitor lives at the school.
Oh, he lives there?
Yes,
Oh.
Fuck! It's so obvious.
That asshole. He's mocking us.
Well, for now, the paperwork to circulate his name... Paperwork to... Oh, it's being filed. Okay.
It's being filleted.
Fillet.
That's gonna take way too
Fillet
long.
of fish.
We have until dusk.
Speaking of Najima,
Yeah?
did you manage to reach your daughter? It'd be best to put her into protective custody as soon as possible.
Not yet. I can't reach her. They called, but she's not picking up. Wasn't home when they went to the house either.
That's no good. Does that mean she never came home? And why weren't you the one trying to reach her?
Shut up. Shut up. I don't have her contact info, alright?
Dang, she really doesn't trust you, huh?
Either way, I told her mother that it was an emergency and that we'd send an officer to find her and get her to safety. She was real reluctant, but I got her to agree.
I guess that explains why you got divorced. I mean, what do you mean? Why was she reluctant? Apparently there's a serial killer out for, her father, and who's talked about her.
I think the implication there is that the daughter just hates her dad so much that that the mom is like, I don't know.
That's stupid. but if you, her former father, can't find her, how the hell did Dejima do it?
Former, eh? That cuts deep.
Yikes. Sorry. Just kind of slipped out.
Anyway, I suspect it has something to do with his cursed echo.
Back on topic already, huh?
He said his curse could kill a lot of people in a short time. It may even allow him to act from a distance. Hold on.
Holding?
Can the one-sided read only kill women?
Not sure.
Because the only person that we have seen actively die from the one-sided read cursed echo, I guess two, because technically in the story, it's a woman who gets like stabbed to death, like gets her arm and leg chopped off, right?
And then we saw
And then
Mio die.
And then we saw Mio get killed. Actually, and then we got killed as Yoko or Yako, and Yako
Yeah.
is also. I'm just wondering
Not
if the
sure.
one-sided.
It'll be
I'm
interesting.
just wondering if the one-sided read is insane and allows you to just kill women whenever you want.
If you're maybe obsessed with them, which I don't know if that's a factor, but maybe this guy's a serial killer, so he's maybe got an obsession.
Maybe he's just obsessed, period, and that's enough
Yeah,
to
being
qualify,
obsessed.
right?
Yeah.
It may even allow him to act from a distance.
I see. Well, clearly it
The
can't be too much of a
one-sided read.
distance, right? Because we heard scissors. We heard something. We heard scraping.
We heard
metal.
scissors. We did hear scissors. Very true. But once again, wasn't it that was the giant creepy face though that we saw?
Yeah.
Remember when I got spooked out by the giant
And it
scary
was a
face?
girl. It was a girl that we were seeing.
Well, what the fucking cursed echo was.
Yeah, so the cursed echo is the person who ends up dying, right? So that makes sense that we saw a girl.
Yeah.
And she's
You
like, I'm
know.
gonna take revenge on... Wouldn't it make sense that she wanted to take revenge on guys, though, instead of women?
Maybe, unless I mean, to be fair, a big aspect of this game is the idea that stories get changed over time to fit like cultures and stuff. It's entirely possible that it was a woman killing another woman.
Could be.
they just
We have to see.
And
This is...
they just changed it over time because they were like,
Maybe it was a jealous woman. Maybe this person actually... There's like two women in this scenario. Like one who likes the guy and the other woman is with the guy, and this jealous one kills the other one. That could be something. Something about a man stalking a woman who goes insane and chops her up.
All right. One of the more One of the more gruesome of the 7 mysteries.
That'd be pretty messed up as well. Either. As for Najima's whereabouts, all we can do is throw more people at it till we find something. I'll check in with HQ frequently to see if they've got any updates. And that's about it. Shall we continue our investigation?
No, the music fucking kicked in. Hell yeah, dude. All right, give me a quick second. Wow, just to give my fucking voice a break, I want to turn on.
Are you watching streams, Zach?
I'm watching mine.
Okay.
Are
Good
you
job.
cheating by having your stream open twice?
I kind of have to, yeah. I'm trying my hardest. I just want to finish the stupid affiliate thing and be done with it, and then I don't have to watch myself ever again.
Stop us cheating.
It's just,
Stop us cheating.
I am, but like, who actually cares? Let's be honest.
Twitch, when I report you. All right. What the fuck? Sorry, I'm trying to. I want to put the.
I don't have enough
I
devices.
used
If
to-
I could be self-sufficient, I would. I don't have enough devices to do so.
I used to have this like little bit of text that
Put the music.
reset transform. I used to have this little bit of text that would say hello. Oh, is it there now? Hello? Did I fix it? Oh, I kind of did. It's just really hard to see. Okay, give me a second.
Sure, I'm just, I just put some music up, so it's very nice. It's got a spooky vibe to it. And it's called Autumn Town.
Why not just have the music from the video game?
I can't because you clicked off.
That sounds like a you problem.
Unfortunately, it sounds like your computer problem because I'm connected to your computer.
You're connected to my computer? You know, you could, like, buy a video game one time. That would probably help with this situation. Okay, moving that slightly. There you go. Moving it to the side a little bit. There you go. I think that looks great. There you go. How's that, since you're not watching my stream?
I'm sure it looks great, Zach. Everything you do is fantastic, so I think it'll be okay.
Good job proving my point. You fucking dickass.
I don't know. You're the only one who hears sarcasm in my tone of voice. I don't know what to tell you if you don't believe me when I'm being nice.
Fucking big ass. Oh, actually, I do need to adjust it slightly.
I think a little to the left.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to do.
I actually... Yeah.
I think that's good. All right. We're back.
Okay, turning off music. Okay, we could go to Komagata High School to look into Hitomi Okuda or to Michio Shiraishi's house to find out more about her.
What do you think? Should we try to find Hitomi, or should we go to the new location that we haven't seen yet?
The thing is, I don't know if time will pass. Well, never mind, I guess.
Fancy sushi! Do you want to continue with the cops for now?
Yeah, let's do that. I want to see if we can see Hitomi with, yeah. Hitomi.
I want to go to Michio's
You want to go her?
house, but we haven't done this yet.
Okay.
This is a location we straight up have not gone to, whereas we've gone to the high school multiple times.
Zach wants something new.
I think that's fair. I think that's a fair thing to want, right?
Yeah.
Dude, this
Yeah.
fucking
It's fantastic.
We're
having a lot of fun here.
So good, man.
We're having a lot of fun.
Remember when this was like a horror game?
Yeah, but, like, have you heard this music?
Exactly. Near the Shiraishi household.
Seems like Michio's house is at the end of this road. We don't want to intimidate them, so maybe I should go alone.
I don't think that's a good idea at all. Aren't there fucking murderers everywhere?
Strangers like us walking something, it feels like old Tokyo.
Does it not update? Oh, it does.
This place is pretty crazy. It's like this weird, alleyway. What's happening here?
But so two big guys like us would stick out like a pair of sore thumbs.
But look at that backside. It looks pretty.
Pretty thick. All right, sure, let's go.
All right, I'll go check the house. Bye. Laters. You think we'll encounter like a person? Never mind, he's back.
Oh, you're back.
That was fast. No luck, boss.
No one home?
Doesn't look like it. I knocked for a while, but no one came to the door. I glanced in the windows, but there was no sign of activity inside either. Break in! And I saw about 3 newspapers stuffed into the mailbox. Break in!
So it's been a while since they've been here.
Looks like no one's home right now.
Okay, so this is just a come back later. Got it. All right, well, to the high school.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Very nice. I'm Batman, you're Robin.
I can't have Batman voice, so I think it has to be that way.
I'm Batman.
Here we are, Komagata High. Classes are spent for the day, so the students are just kind of wandering around aimlessly.
What the
Let's
fuck?
find
Have
her.
them go home.
The news of the dead teacher has also attracted a fair share of rubberneckers. God, I love the word. The atmosphere is kind of tense with this many cops around. Rubbernecking. Don't do it, kids. This place isn't only connected to the... It's also the site of the Fool's Procession. Seems a likely place to find clues. Is there something about my shirt? Don't tell me I stink. I smell good, I think. Maybe.
Damn it! I was gonna fucking I was gonna try to grab the audio clip of someone going, "I stink."
Oh, we got a gymnasium. A lot of buildings are made out of wood.
Can I? Oh, right. Yes. I was like, can I look around?
School gate is locked while forensics investigates the scene. Looks like they're still busy. Let's talk to the person in charge later.
What the fuck do you mean?
Tommy!
He's not here.
Tommy!
Oh. Take it away, Saba.
The midpoint of the Showa era saw a marked increase of delinquency among young people. A wave of violent incidents targeting teachers as well as students and often involving weapons consumed the nation's middle and high schools. Dang. Bosozuka motorcycle gangs also enjoyed their heyday around this time. Japanese arrest rates reached a historical peak during this period, and pompadoured Yankees and females sukeban delinquents became a common sight on the streets. This youth rebellion is often framed as a reaction to universal education policy or the pressure of highly competitive entrance exams. But its causes are likely manifold, extending far beyond the deficiencies of the educational system.
Sure, I can see that. I don't know. Okay.
Oh, right. Speaking of the schools,
What is it?
you said paranormal affairs can't help us right now. So why don't we get that psychic high schooler you mentioned to help us? Hell yeah, she's like, yo, what if we team up? Zach, what if we all become one big group? That'd be cool. A lot of people...
Except for Haruwe, who I'm pretty sure is evil.
Oh, no, sorry. I meant with the high school girl, because we don't know them,
Oh, yeah,
right?
yeah. Like, we could definitely team up with Mio and Yako, and then we could even team up with, Dr. Jojo, or whatever his name is.
Jojo!
Yeah, Jojo! But we definitely can't team up
too
with
separate.
Haruwe.
I think Haruwe would just be like, no, I'd rather not. A lot of the people involved in this case... Wait. A lot of people in this case lead back to the school anyway, so it might make things easier to have them with us.
For a guy who questioned me on the legality of working, you sure seem eager to exploit underage labor.
Who said anything about exploiting them? I just want to give our young experts the opportunity to shine.
I'm gonna punch you. When do you become such a smooth talker? Anyway, I'm afraid I don't know where they are.
Bummer. I wonder if there's anyone who can help us scout out the area.
Suspend!
Oh, we can't do anything with these guys then.
Because we literally have to wait.
Okay, so we have to go...
Fantastic. Okay, cool. I wonder what we're doing now.
I wonder where we have to
stream's
go.
over.
Stream's over. Richter
Life
gathers
can be
information.
tough. Life can be tough.
What was the voice for Inspector Jojo again?
Is it slightly southern?
Slightly southern. Something like a little bit like this. Good morning, ma'am. How are you feeling?
No, it needs to be more exuberant because this is JoJo man, okay?
Good morning, ma'am. How are you feeling?
I'm fine. I hope we can make good progress today.
Why do I have to have so much energy in how I talk, but you get to be like...
I'm sorry. Do you see how fabulous you look? I don't think you understand.
You're right. Thank you. Anyway, Oh my god, I just realized I'm Doug Dimmadome.
Doug Dimmadome,
I'm Rick
owner of
Dimmadome.
the Dimsdale Dale
The
Dimmadome.
Honjo Dimmadome. How's your curse stone looking?
I haven't felt anything since sunrise.
Interested. It's possible that its powers can only be unleashed at night then.
That aside, why are you so late this morning?
Why are you looking at me with your fucking snake eyes? Fucking horrible, viperous snake eyes. There are unfortunately some things that can't be investigated while the world slumbers. But I did get some research done with what limited time I had.
Very well. Let's talk.
Did my eye get larger since the last time?
More
we
beautiful and
talked?
vibrant, you mean?
Remember what I said about like, oh, this person's supposed to be attractive, so they put more details on? He's the only other character that has the under eyes, the under eyelashes.
He is amazing, okay?
God, I love Richter so much.
He's looking a bit tired. He must have been up all night investigating.
This is what this motherfucker looks like tired.
Like a work of art. Of course. Okay, wait, yeah, check around. Is there any stickers, Zach?
There's one!
Stickers!
It's like fluttering through the air.
Look deeply.
I don't
Thoroughly.
think there's any around here.
Wasn't there one to like the right? I thought we potentially had
Yeah, but we
already
already got
found
that one
this.
over there.
Yeah. I guess there's nothing right now.
Yeah.
Pollution. Sadness.
Mansion. Mansion. Entrance. Surroundings. Pavement. Richter.
Beautiful man.
By the way, there's something I wanted to talk to you about.
And what's that?
Our current plan is to steal a cursed stone. That's already absorbed soul dregs, but I'm wondering if it would suffice to not steal, but instead negotiate with the curse bearer and have them use the right for our purposes. That seems insane, Richter? Fucking, if the person already has enough soul dregs to perform the rite of resurrection,
Why would they choose you over like resurrecting like one of their people?
yeah, like if they did it, that means that they have someone they want to resurrect, and they've already dedicated so much time and effort to doing so.
Oh?
Ma'am, how did you do that with your irises? How is it that your irises are physically smaller on your eyeball?
I mean, I suppose that would accomplish the same, but do you think it's possible?
So long as we offer compensation, it may prove much easier than you'd expect.
Compensation.
You are rich as fuck, ma'am.
That is true.
Cash, for instance. That wouldn't be off the table for a family as rich as the Shigimas, would it?
Of course. Why, any amount would be fine if it gets the job done.
Hey, you know how you're super rich? Do you think that you should leverage that wealth in order to rob someone else of seeing their loved one again?
Well, don't
agree.
forget,
Let's
we don't
move
even know.
forward.
This Raymate just killed people, so we don't know.
Well, didn't you say that you remembered that? Was that when Okie did it at the end of his
Yeah, he just died.
timeline? Yeah, he just died, right?
Yeah.
I love the idea of like, all right, to perform this ritual, you have to collect 100 soul dregs, and then upon doing so, it turns your soul into soul dregs, and then this ancient warlock takes them. It's like, fuck, dude.
I won't let monetary matters lead me to regrets the way it did back with the ransom.
Okay, with that option on the table, let's figure out our strategy. Okay.
Do you have a curse bearer with whom we can negotiate in mind?
Not yet. Surprisingly, it seems the other curse bearers haven't been proactive about collecting soul dregs. Did you see the news this morning?
No, I haven't.
Overnight, 3 mysterious deaths were reported in the area. They've yet to announce the identities of the bodies found, but they've been nicknamed the Honjo serial killings.
Serial killings.
Serial killings. It's
me some
gathered
good
quite
cereal.
some attention on the streets.
Oh my. 3? Only
That's
3,
what I
lady.
thought.
How many were you expecting?
Well, that was the thing, is that they knew that there was at least 7 mysteries, right? So genuinely, it's actually a little surprising that there's only 3. I don't think
Yeah.
this is her saying. I don't think this is her saying that she was hoping for more than 3. I think she's just like, really, 3? That's what I thought. Even if the victims were curse bearers, just 1 or 2 wouldn't be enough soul dregs. And for what those cursed stones are capable of, a mere 3 victims seems a little on the low side. With this little activity all through the night, the curse bearers must be a cautious bunch.
What's holding them back? Are we not all after the power of resurrection?
There may still be some undiscovered victims, but it doesn't seem like anyone has gathered enough soul dregs yet. We might have to set up some bait to spur them into action.
And then we offer them the deal.
So, literally exactly what Seinfeld was doing earlier. None of the curse bearers seem very proactive. I wonder if this situation could be what the mastermind who kicked it all off intended.
Now that's an interesting theory. You think there's someone behind this all?
You mentioned earlier an agonized voice telling you to kill when you first obtained the stone. That doesn't sound like a coincidence to me. Someone agitated the curses in the area on purpose, and they are likely after the rite of resurrection as well.
Oh, right, because they don't know about the Feast of Souls, right? The Feast of Shadows?
Yeah. So you're thinking this person is not one of the curse bearers?
You got a sharp mind, ma'am.
No way.
Though it
You
might-
think it's Triangle Lady?
What on earth makes you think that it's her?
Because she doesn't really have a curse, but she's looking for people who
Well, we don't know.
have the
We don't know
curse.
that she does or doesn't.
You don't think she has a curse.
I actually do think she has a curse.
You do.
Personally, I do think that she has a curse because there's still 2 that are completely unaccounted for, and she's one of 2 characters that have artwork that that don't have anything yet. You know.
Yeah.
Also, I guess there's the wife now too, so I guess that's not true. I guess the wife might also be in there.
Hello,
somewhere.
Phoenix Fire.
Though it might seem obvious for the mastermind to become a curse bearer and collect soul dregs if they were after the rite, this would be very risky, since as a curse bearer, they themselves would become a target.
So it'd actually be more convenient for them if the curse bearers moved less aggressively.
That's right. But despite that, they've been inciting the curse bearers to commit murders. Why? Let's consider this. If the mastermind isn't trying to collect soul... Oh, what the fuck? What if the mastermind isn't trying to collect soul dregs themselves?
Telling you? You mean their intention was also to steal the souls while the other curse bearers compete with each other from the start?
Sitting back and observing from the sidelines is the safer course of action, which is why I figured it's best for us to attempt the same strategy.
So, how should we do it?
Man, I like the idea of all these different people coming to the same conclusion of like, let's let other people do the work. Right?
Well, that's why I
And then
thought
we'll
of,
swoop in.
That's why I thought of, like, Triangle Lady.
Well, yes. Yes.
Yeah. That's my reasoning.
There's still reason to suspect that the mastermind could be a curse bearer themselves. To be honest, I want to keep my distance from wherever it is. There's no telling what kind of power they might possess. Whether our aim is to negotiate or steal, we have to outpace the mastermind in making contact with the other curse bearers.
How do you suppose we do so?
At this point, all we can do is search.
If there's a mastermind inciting the curse bearers to collect soul dregs, can we be sure there even is a rite of resurrection?
Good fucking face. Fucking face. Good question. The rat could be nothing but a myth fabricated to spur the curse bearers into action. I am pretty confident that that is in fact the case. I think that the quote-unquote mastermind that they're referring to, by the way, is that sorceress that we read about.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's her. I think she's like essentially a warlock who's been living off the rite of resurrection for like thousands of years. Or hundreds, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing it might be for naught, do you want to give up, ma'am?
Jesus. Never.
Understood. After all, we never know the truth unless we see it for ourselves. It's like Santa Claus. Or Gandalf. Or Abraham Lincoln. But we'll do it without using the curses ourselves. By the way, I met a few people who seemed like potential curse bearers last night. I did some investigating into all of them. But I only managed to get detailed
because
information
he
on
knows.
two.
I wonder if it's the two officers, because he actually knows them. You're quick.
Wouldn't that be really funny?
I suppose that's to be expected from an investigator extraordinaire.
I appreciate the flattery. By the way, 100% JoJo post. I double-checked the last time we saw this. This is literally a JoJo post from the manga.
Amazing.
First, there's Ayame Tano, the girl we talked to before she...
Triangle lady.
Yeah, Triangle Girl. Though she isn't a curse bearer herself. Okay, so she's not. She's a student attending T University of Odd. She currently lives alone in an apartment near Midoricho Park. Wait, is that the canal?
Midoricho.
Is that the canal?
Maybe. Not sure. You even determined something.
Saba never fucking knows
something.
anything. Saba never knows anything. Zach is always the one who has to look it up.
Not this. I don't think I saw the word anywhere here. That was just her memory.
Alright, I don't know why. Alright, well. I could have sworn that was the park, but whatever.
You're not to be underestimated, Mr. Investigator Extraordinaire.
I called every single university with ukiyo-e in their curriculum pretending to be her parent. I went around to check on her place, to check up on her place on the way here. It doesn't seem like she returned home last night. I'm worried she might have run into some trouble.
Didn't you attempt to follow her last night?
I'm embarrassed to say, but I couldn't.
She's crazy. Crazy.
What do you mean crazy?
She's crazy.
That's not what shook meant.
No, I know. I'm saying she's like, she knows how to throw off an investigator extraordinaire.
She's
okay?
just
cracked.
psychotic.
She's crazy.
Right? She's not...
She is diabolically evil.
Yeah, nothing's happened. She's just a fucking narcissist. I couldn't keep track of her.
And here I thought you were investigator extraordinaire.
Now don't go fucking making no assumptions, all right? That's not fair. I'd like to learn more about her, but it would take some time. She is planning to steal the cursed stones just like us. It's best we act carefully around her.
Like, why is she so confident that they will give you, or like the people will give her
because
the
she's a
stone?
fucking narcissist, Saba. That's what narcissism is. You think that you deserve stuff.
She's just relying on narcissism. Okay, well, unless she's got magic.
If she in fact has clinical narcissism, yes, she straight up believes that she will walk up to a curse bearer, be like, "Hey, this is who I am. I'm gonna talk to you for a bit. Give me the stone," and then they'll be like, "Oh yeah, sure, here you go." Because that's how narcissists act, you know. So we had a fucking narcissistic president for 4 years. You should recognize how this shit works.
Unless she's got, like, I don't know, powers and can just, like, force people to give.
I mean, that's entirely possible, but at least Richter doesn't believe that she has a curse stone, so.
Yeah.
She has the power of triangles, and that's about it. Next is the tall man who was dressed in black. I met him near Kinshochochocho. He stood out with the way he dressed. I managed to get some good information from him.
Impressive.
What can I say? He works as the secretary. Oh, this is a business henchman.
Yes.
The Hihaku Soap's headquarters and factories are both located in Honjo, correct?
Yes, they've been here for a while, but it's only in the past 10 years that the company has shown significant growth.
I remember seeing the chairwoman on the news a few years back. She seems to be very shrewd. With the increase in sales, I assumed she'd want her factories running at full capacity. But with the harsh restrictions against industrial waste, a lot of the factories with older equipment had to be shut down.
That's right. Even 10 years ago, there were many complaints about chemical plants dumping waste into the river.
Most companies back then were more concerned with making profit than protecting the environment. What do you mean back then?
I think before we're talking about, like, the river being polluted and stuff.
He's referring to the fact that the city did like laws to pass environmental stuff or whatever. I was making a joke about the fact that no company gives a fuck about the environment.
True.
I wonder what a man working for such a company would have been up to in the middle of the night. On the way here, I stopped by the company's headquarters. But they hadn't. Oh, and he's literally explaining why he was late as well, by the way, which is great. But they hadn't started for the day, so I should have better luck later.
Let's hope you will. Perhaps they're interested in seeing if the right would be beneficial for their product research into beauty and skincare.
You know what's actually really tough here? It's actually really hard to read this text because he's wearing all white.
A little bit.
It's actually quite hard for me. Like right around here, I start being able to not really be able to read it, and I keep jumping back and forth. No, I think the chairwoman wants the magical ability to instantly murder people, a la the Death Note, so that way she can murder all the politicians that are quote unquote like robbing her of her profits. I think that's her. Well, she's a woman and a businesswoman, so that's
true.
Double
Continue.
Bad. Why
Let's
are you
move.
rushing me so much?
Because I want to make sure we get through.
Do you want to make sure what?
We play the game.
Explain yourself, Saba, in detail.
No. Keep going.
Ha! Now that's an interesting thought. Oh my god, this fucking topic has to end. This is longer than the fucking previous conversation with the detective. I ran into one more suspicious young man last night.
This one seems to be out collecting soul dregs, right?
Indeed. I couldn't get a good look at him, though, and I couldn't gather enough intel to properly identify him. That's the professor.
It's a shame.
But I can make an educated guess.
Oh?
You know that researcher who discovered the ancient text on the Rite of Resurrection? The one that lives near here? His name is Hideki Araishi, and the man I met was very similar in stature.
Oh my, even he's involved? How awfully suspect.
Considering his back...
It's just me!
Oh, sorry, it's you.
Considering his background, couldn't he be the one who initiated the whole affair?
That's what I was just thinking, actually, was that it's entirely possible that he started the Rite of Shadows or whatever, the Feast of Shadows. I think it is possible, yes. Which is why I decided to refrain from making contact with him for the time being. Safety first.
Understandable.
Of course, I want to learn more, but this isn't the right time to focus on him.
Wonder what exactly in this conversation we're going to discover that leads us to be able to continue the other conversation, like the other timeline.
I think that this is going to influence the girls, who are then going to have Mio join up with the cops. I think that's what's going to happen. Because the last thing I remember with the girls was that they were in a very similar situation where like they were just waiting.
Yeah.
So I prefer to ascertain who else is a curse bearer first. First, I'll return to Hihaku Soaps to see the Man in Black. Their headquarters are down on South Waluigi Street.
Sorry, you sweet.
Finally done. Jesus Christ. I learned something new about the criminal involved with the kidnapping. It concerns the serial killings. There was a body found at Komagata High School. Oh shit.
It was identified as
The person was identified as a school teacher. His name was John.
Do you think he was a curse bearer?
Not sure. It's possible. But regardless, this means two people who knew the truth about the kidnapping are both dead. That's true.
Just when we were getting somewhere.
It isn't enough to make me give up, of course. Still, we don't know anything about Michio Shiraishi's residence. It'd be wise to pay a visit.
Understood. They haven't. None of us have met each other yet, right?
Correct.
None of the three people. Okay. What if
None
we
of
all
the three
converge at the
primary
same time?
I mean, that would be cool, I think. It's the second time you've suggested that.
Zach,
but
it'll
yes.
be interesting. So there hasn't really been too many alternate pathways, right? Where like you end up dying and stuff. What if we all converge into one and then suddenly it'll branch out into a lot of different potential death scenarios? That could be interesting.
It could be interesting. And I think I would really enjoy that, but I would sincerely hope that that's like the end of the game.
Yeah.
If that happens. In addition to the three victims associated with the Honjo serial killings, there's Michio Shiraishi, who reportedly committed suicide, and the police officer who died at the former Yasuda Gardens. If strange deaths continue occurring like so, they're bound to inspire strange rumors.
But those last two have nothing to do with the seven mysteries, no?
It's true, both occurred a week before this accursed situation began. Still, it cannot be ruled out. It's possible that the mastermind was involved even with those killings.
How?
I don't know, do I look like a fucking psychic? What if there were preliminary steps to awakening the seven mysteries curses?
What if you had to kill some people first in order to defeat the shadows?
It could just be. Well, remember. I was gonna say, remember the cop gave talismans to both Hitomi and Michio? But the talismans were literally just fabric bags that had the wooden
wood block
figurine in it.
It's a wood block, but yeah.
I mean, I know you said wood. I know you said
it says
wood
a
block,
wood block.
Right, but fucking Hitomi has the fucking the thing though.
I don't know. It
And
says
she
wood
said
block.
that she got it
Whatever.
from the talisman.
Yes, a wood block inside talisman. Whatever. Just keep reading.
Well, then stop arguing with me.
Well, I'm right, so it's okay.
You're not though.
I am,
which
though.
is typically the case.
It is not.
Can we
You
really
just
assume
can't do
there?
it.
Yes, it is.
Wrong. You
The
just can't
Indiana Jones
do it
ride
wrong.
would not be a good movie.
It would be. Shut up and keep talking.
No.
Keep talking.
Can we really assume that they're unrelated just because the timing doesn't match up? Or rather, the police officer's death is so baffling that it'd be easier if it were connected to these curses. The victim wasn't the type to be caught off guard easily.
It definitely seems like a supernatural thing with him. You seem to know a lot about this.
I suppose we aren't strangers. My personal
'cause this
feelings
was his
might
friend.
be wrapped up in this too.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I remember he was a former because Inspector Jojo was in training to be a cop with the same group as Jin and Yoshi.
Yeah.
So it makes sense that the three of them would be like friends, I guess.
I feel bad. If you were to investigate this matter more, you might get a lead on the mastermind.
You're right. If we wish to focus on the mastermind's identity, this would be a fine starting point. We might even discover more deaths related to the curses on the way. We should pay attention to today's news. Well,
That's all I have to report. Shall we continue with our investigation? What do you want to do? You still can't use your cursed stone. Taking a walk should be a fine place to start.
We're not a lie detector anymore, right? At least for the detective, because
Yes,
it doesn't work.
Yes, he already said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, let's go together. I want to see what's going on for myself.
In that case, I'll trust you to decide on where we should go, ma'am. All right.
What places have stood out the most? We have a... So school?
I can't go to the...
Nitoricho Park was,
Oh, this is the Taiko place.
yeah. And then, so...
My bad.
Taiko...
Is South Waluigi Street the fucking headquarters?
I don't remember.
I think it might be.
Kamagata High School is the only one I kind of like. The one's just a park and that's a road, I guess. Yes, we.
Yeah, look, it's the Soaps headquarters.
Hmm.
The Hihaku Soaps headquarters are on the other side of South Waluigi Street. They were closed when I visited this morning, but appears things are opening up and running now.
Oh my god, don't forget to look around.
Good point. Saba, take it away.
A chemical producer that ranks 4th largest in the domestic detergent market and 7th largest in the cosmetic market, from its humble beginnings as a small soap factory established after the war in 1946, founder Natsue Yamamori utilized her feminine perspective as well as its well-timed economic boom to boldly lead the company into new markets. Even as the market grew crowded with the industrialization of Sumida City, the company continued to expand, digging its roots deeper into the area. In particular, it established itself as a household name by focusing its branding towards the rapidly expanding convenience store market. Its flagship product now include cosmetics, detergent, soaps, shampoo, and more. The company name Hihaku can also refer to kasuri, a type of patterned fabric.
Neat.
Coolio. Oh, there's the leader. Natsue is the former president of Hihaku Soaps, a large chemical company. Though she retired from her position 2 years ago, she still wields great influence over the company from her position as chairwoman. Recently, there have been rumors about her possessing strange and powerful magic abilities, earning her the nickname the Witch of Hihaku. Ooh. Prior to the war, Natsue enjoyed working her dream job as a textile factory. She was forced to face the bitter reality of the world, however, when the factory was destroyed, always by a fire, during the war, and she was ordered to rework the fabric she had painstakingly crafted into...
Yes, Saba, there were a lot of fire bombings in World War II, so
I know. It's always a fire. Was ordered to rework the fabric she had painstakingly crafted into something more suitable for blue-collar work. Witnessing the rise of the popularity of Western-style clothing in the post-war period, Natsue left the textile industry. However, a nod to her past can be seen in her company's name, with Hihaku being another name for kasuri, a type of fabric. Having long been dissatisfied with the soap supplied at the textile factory, Natsue saw a business opportunity to set up her own soap factory. Taking inspiration from imported soap brands, she developed a new product that gained good reputation. She's a shrewd businesswoman. She ran an aggressive promotional campaign on TV featuring a popular Japanese singer. Rapidly, it became a household name. There we go.
Cool. It's a lot of detail for a random lady. Hey, I do want to point out, by the way, we now have an excess of characters and a deficit of echoes. Unless it's true that there's 15, like there was rumored to be said.
Hopefully nothing happens. You mentioned that Takumi has a secretary, probably acting on her orders. Negotiating may be difficult. Okay, look around first. There has to be a sticker somewhere.
I can't look.
Sticker! Zach!
What?
I'm sad. There has to be a
There's no
sticker.
fucking sticker. Stop yelling at me.
Can't believe it. It's a bit away. Story of the ever-burning lantern in Foot-Washing Mansion.
Actually, I think
quite
these two are
lively.
actually the least informed.
Where Igasui refers to waterway dug down the middle of the road.
Partitioning ditch.
So divided as the dawn of the Edo period. Me! The Honjo district was little more than a collection of suburban rice farms. As the area became more developed, the South Wari Gasubi was excavated in order to drain rainwater into the Yokojiken River to the east. Though it served the people long and faithfully, it was converted into an underground culvert at the beginning of the Showa era. And the present, no trace of it remains on the surface, but the street that bears its name.
Okay. Again, kind of interesting, I guess.
He tells me he barely slept last night, but he looks way too good right now, okay? This man needs to stop. He needs to be stopped.
Maybe it's what separates him from the rest. Alright, well, it's not checked off yet, so I guess we're gonna expect this again.
Business is up and running, we see people, that's it.
Alright, let's talk to him. First, I need to confirm whether Takumi is the man I ran into last night. Then I'll be able to determine if he's a curse bearer.
I mean, he may have just handed it off to her,
if I go
you know?
inside the headquarters alone. You should walk around, visit a cafe for some tea, perhaps. What?
I can't even turn around right now, let alone look for a tea shop, okay?
I'm going in. I may be a while, so feel free to find somewhere to kill time.
Okay, good luck in there. Visual wipe of screen. He's back.
Sonic, get you waiting. What was the point of that? I think that was straight up like a, hey, we don't want to make a new environment. we don't actually have the rights to take a 3D picture of the inside of this building, so...
How'd it go?
I'll fast forward to the conclusion. I met with Takumi. There's no doubt he's the same man I saw last night, but it doesn't seem.
I
like
think he
he's a
just
curse
handed
bearer.
it off. I think he just handed it off.
to his
Yeah.
boss, yeah.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean he has no connections to the recent curses. He knew about the 7 mysteries. He even guessed we had a curse stern of our own.
Excuse me?
The environment is just gray with a single plant. I tried to approach Takumi about a fallen item after I ran into him last night. However,
This was
right?
you, yeah. Just a lot of you talking.
You say your name was Richter, correct? I have a favor I'd like to ask of you. I'm hoping you would hand over the cursed stone in your possession. Cursed stone? What are you talking about? Look at this
Also,
silly
he
face
doesn't
I'm
have-
making. There is no need to play dumb with me. In fact, there is no time for it. I had all the same reason you do to think you were a curse bearer last night. And your arrival here only confirms it. You are a curse bearer, no?
His eyes do not have light, but also he's not holding anything, so no. Technically not.
You're right. We lack time. I'll confess, I am a curse bearer. I possess the cursed stone of the haunting clappers. I'm glad to hear the truth. Finally, this conversation is worthwhile. It is a dangerous item you hold. Give it to me. My company will take the responsibility to dispose of it. That's a fucking lie. I don't know. I didn't know the soap business specialized in scrubbing curses clean. It is the prerogative of Mrs. Yamamori. Is that so? Assuming you've obtained the curse, you understand the power it involves. No.
Killing people is not nice.
Miss
Akin to a
Yamamori
god.
possesses supernatural powers akin to those of a soap god.
Soap god.
She also has a deep love for this land, having transformed it from the pile of dirt it once was to the home of our headquarters. You think she's the sorceress?
Maybe.
Wouldn't
I
that
mean,
be
her
sick
being
if it's
described as
cool?
like a god is kind of crazy.
Well, I mean, that's also him just like idolizing his boss, right? Potentially. But like,
Yeah.
what? You're right. What if he's being literal? Like, what if she's literally that fucking sorceress from like so long ago, and that's why she's just kicking around, dude. That's why she has magic powers and shit. She cannot stomach the fact that it is now the site of these curses run rampant. So you're telling me that the Queen of Hihaku is a real-life witch? She wouldn't appreciate being called that, mind you. There's a sorcerer by the name of Suigen Gamyodo, who's gallantly working behind the scenes, exorcising spirits and the like. Go on. That being so, there have already been instances of the dead coming back to life.
I'm sorry.
Do you understand the urgency of this matter?
Dead person came back to life.
Don't know. These are curses we're speaking of, tools which are used by wicked beings to possess people. The rite of resurrection
He's not saying
is
anything
nothing but a
wrong.
fabrication meant to seduce the curse bearers into unspeakable action. If you truly understand what I'm talking about, you must hand over that cursed stone at once.
Like, what he's saying is not wrong,
My
but like...
OBS just fucking crashed.
Oh, we can wait. As you deal with that.
I'm gonna be fucking up.
So the thing is, he's not wrong, and I think he's just a henchman, right? So it's like his boss is maybe doing evil stuff, but you know, he's probably either he believes or he's in on it.
Sorry. Hold on. Stop talking. You do not have access to this channel? I'm sorry?
Do you need to like maybe reset or something?
I mean, that's not really a thing. Yeah, it's Twitch.
I have to wait a second.
It's not even really giving me the place to put in my stream key. Oh, there we go. That actually connected instantly, leading me to believe that might have actually just been like feedback from Twitch that caused it to crash. Well, anyway, luckily no one was watching this to begin with, so it doesn't really matter. But at the same place, god damn it. All right, I'm back. Let me get you back in real quick. 1 second.
Music for a second, and we're back. Whoop.
There we go. Let me know when you're ready.
I am good.
Very interesting. With that said, just how many cursed stones have you acquired so far? If what you tell me is true, surely the company would have launched a large-scale search by now. Or are you a fucking liar, just like every other businessman that I know?
6?
We have 6.
What?
Very... Okay, hold on. It is possible that they do have 6 if it turns out that there's actually 15 curses and not 11.
Yeah.
Right? Because then it would be the Whispering Canal, whatever she has, which could be either or, and then
It could have the
4
Tycho
that we don't know of.
Yeah.
So it could be possible. I think he's lying, but 6. Whoa! I can rest easy then. I can rest at ease. And here I thought I was at risk of being cursed. It seems we are on the same page. If that is the case, you should hand over your cursed stones immediately. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but it's not actually in my possession at the moment. Considering its importance, I've been keeping it in hiding. Really? Now? Then I'll accompany you while you retrieve it. I'm sorry, but I've got something important to attend to, but I promise I'll return with it later. Fair very
Well, yeah, he can't really do anything right now.
I will be watching you from the window as you go back to that woman that you were talking to outside. And
Oh my God, the idea that he's 100%
going
going to be following us is
And I will track her back to her big empty house and steal it from her. Then you won't refuse to provide your address and telephone number, I presume. How prudent of you. I'll oblige.
Okay, that's fine. Have him track us.
And that's how it went.
So they aren't after the right at all.
I
Okay.
wouldn't be so quick to trust him.
Harway, how did you focus on the fact that he also said the right is a lie and it's just used to, like, influence people to presumably kill other people? Like, can we not
It's very
focus on that?
So your point of bringing that up is very interesting because either A, she believes him, right, when he says that they're not after the right of resurrection. In which case, it's baffling that she doesn't also believe him when he says that the right is a lie. Which is what you're saying, right? However, on the flip side, if she believes that he's lying and that they actually are going for the right, then that would also mean that she would believe that he was lying about the right being a lie. So, so that line from her doesn't actually make any sense. I don't get it.
Yeah, clearly they're not going for the right because he said the right is the lie, you know?
Right, but then why wouldn't she address that, right? You know?
I know, so
Anyway.
it's just a weird line, yeah.
I believe we're dealing with a master in deception. He may well have made up a story to convince us to part ways with our stone. I think he was lying about having procured 6 cursed stones as well. Like, really? 6? That's excessive.
Well, now I feel gullible.
The company is plotting something, and I wonder what they mean to do with the cursed stones. He seems rather desperate to get a hold of ours, despite us not having collected any soul dregs. Perhaps the people at Hihaku are the masterminds behind the curses being unleashed. That's very interesting,
Because
actually.
the chairwoman's a witch?
I wonder about that, too. If she really were that powerful, would her secretary have divulged that information so casually? Takumi was either making it up as he went, or he's trying to spread a rumor. Very interesting.
A rumor? For what purpose would he do that?
Recently, people have been caught up about the occult more than ever before. If word spreads that Hihaku's chairwoman has godlike powers, she could very well benefit socially and politically from that mystique.
Okay. That's unsettling. Okay, so there really probably isn't much else here.
Shit. When did we started at 4? So it's only been an hour and 40 minutes?
Yeah. Not that long.
This game's fun,
Seems like
but
we've been a lot.
Well, it's because we do all the fucking voice acting, so it's exhausting. I'm actually gonna take a quick second to go get water.
Feel free.
I'll be right back.
I can't tell what's going on with the viewer count here on my end. I feel like there should be technically 3, but it keeps on fluctuating. I'm like, I don't know what's up with this. I just wanna finish. I'm so close. I don't know if Phoenix Fire is still here. Just enjoy this music. It was very nice. We've even enlisted some people to come help me, but even that is like, it's like, look, it's back at 3 now. What's happening? Whatever it is, it's lying to me. Ooh. Music. Okay. This seems to have, like, gone all over the place. It's hard to tell what'll happen next in the story. I do want... I don't know what's going to happen with these guys, but I do like the idea of everyone meeting up together. And then, like, maybe coming together with a plan. Because it seems like we have now 2 characters that we're trying to deal with that are separate from... Actually, don't know. But we're trying to deal with, obviously, the serial killer. But now we also have this mastermind we're trying to deal with, which I think is going to be the head of this company as well. Either... And it could be potentially 3, because who knows if the mastermind is the head of the company, but the head of the company is already posing a problem. So in that case, we got 3 people.
Hello, I will be right back.
We're potentially
1 second,
dealing with.
Sorry.
Okay. So yeah, I would like to see... I mean, if more people die, that'll really suck. I just don't want our team to die. We already lost Shogo. Shogo was killed, which I felt bad. We haven't seen... I think her name's Yoko, not Yako. We haven't seen Yoko again. And I feel like she would show up again. I still don't know who our resident cop detective apostrophe S daughter is. Maybe speculated that it was Yoko. I feel bad. He seems like a pretty good dude. To have, like, lost his daughter. Or, like, she hates him, I guess. It feels like we're learning a substantial amount of information, and, like, more people are being thrown into the game. More people being thrown into the game. But, also, we now have the fiancé. The fiancé, I think, probably knows some information about what was happening with the cop who died. And whatever was happening with the cop who died, I think something that happened with the cop who died is vital. I think there was some, background information. Or he was messing with whoever this mastermind is. God, there's a lot of friggin' noise outside of my window. Make it stop. Apparently, there was a traffic collision. That's unfortunate. So, yeah. So I think she's just... Maybe if she's got a curse, maybe she's just... trying to, like... She believes in the curse. Or she could be maybe having picked up what her fiance was doing. And I mean pick up as in, like, maybe there was some sort of danger and he was trying to, like, prevent it from happening, and she's like, I gotta do the same or we're all gonna die. It could be a scenario like that.
You ready to resume?
Yeah, my speculations have snapped for now.
By the way, there's one more thing of interest I heard while in the company's reception lobby.
And what's that?
People were discussing whether one of the bodies found this morning was that of a Hihaku employee.
Oh yeah, because of Shogo.
OTA.
Yeah.
OTA
Really?
worked there. As long as the officials haven't revealed the identity, it's almost it amounts to no more than speculation, though. Despite that, I have reason to believe Hihaku Soaps is deeply involved with the 7 mysteries. At the very least, I can assure you I've gathered that much. The more we know, the better our negotiations will go. Did you rhyme on purpose? Nerd.
Nerd.
Alright, moving on. Wanna go to the park?
Yeah, since we think perhaps may end up, meeting someone at the thing. Oh, he's pretty tall in comparison to us.
Yes. I think we established that before. He's quite tall. Oh my god, look at this ghost. We're here. This is Midori-cho Park. Ayami Tano lives around here. She wasn't in her apartment when I drove by this morning. I wonder if it's worth checking out again.
Triangle lady.
Triangle girl.
Okay, she just doesn't even think that there's a sticker. Wait, look around first.
Yes, yes. This place is connected. Whatever. I don't give a shit.
It's with Tycho. That's why she chose to live there? What? Small park bordering South Warigasui, sporting a mixture of cherry and evergreen trees. Although unremarkable in most respects, its small playground always attracts a number of children in the evenings. While no trace remains in the modern day, it stands what was once the site of Sugaru Estate. The legendary artist Katsushika Hokusai is also believed to have been born in this vicinity. Is that the person? Oh, it's the person she's obsessed with. Yeah.
That she's trying to resurrect, yeah. Face. I don't know, man. I haven't found it. There hasn't been like a single fuck you sticker.
And they were like everywhere before.
He seems to like kids. Maybe I'll marry him.
Oh my god. Okay, I think we just have to go.
Around here. Why
Oh,
don't I go
he's
check
gonna
out
actually
Ayame's
go to-
apartment? It's the same thing. He's gonna go in and then he's gonna give us
Yeah.
a report.
Wipe the screen, and then we'll be back.
No, I prefer to get an idea of what she's been up to. Blah 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 blah.
He's gonna go, and he's gonna be like, the apartment was empty. I
come back from the
knocked.
wife, and he's gonna be like, "Oh, hello. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm back, ma'am."
So nothing. Yeah,
I'm
I
afraid
figure.
so. She still hasn't returned. However,
However,
I noticed a few people who seem to be related to the police force keeping watch on this area. I don't know if they got eyes on her apartment, but they do appear to be watching the building it's in.
interesting. You've got a sharp eye to have noticed them, despite them being so covert.
Covert.
It was like convert. What?
Convert. What can I say? It's part of the job. However, it meant I had to refrain from knocking on her door or looking through her windows. I wasn't able to check her electric meter or mailbox either, unfortunately. That's a really
Planning
interesting
to go
idea.
that far? He's a detective, investigator.
That's actually I never would have thought of that, of checking the electric meter to see if there's literally anything on in the house.
He's a smart man.
All right, well, guess what? To the high school.
To the high school. What are we gonna find here?
Bow, bow.
Ground zero.
Here we are at Ground Zero, Komagata High School. I guess it's logical that the police got this place shut down. The teacher's body was found here, after all.
Shouldn't we all be at the high school now?
Yes. Or at least I think the girls were talking to Hitomi down by the river, which is nearby, but isn't right here. It's as if the students have nowhere to go now that the school's closed. Looking around. Oh.
Well, we can look around even more. Zach, sticker.
Calm down. Calm down.
Never to
calm down.
become. Never.
I don't
Sticker.
think stickers exist anymore.
No, they have to.
Straight
the
up,
ground.
there just hasn't. Yeah, there just hasn't been a sticker in like
Kidding
a while.
me? Oh,
We found 2. That's it.
I'm sad.
Well.
And this didn't seem like we had to be here at like one of these locations at a specific time, you know?
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Because that's what they were like. The stickers will appear sometimes in specific locations.
What the fuck? What did she just say?
Just like in those detective novels?
Alright.
So entry has been prohibited.
Isn't this fucking what's her face and Mio?
I'm not sure. I saw one shadow that looked like Hitomi too, and I was like, what?
I straight up think that this is them too, but we're just not supposed to like, because why would we know to talk to them?
Maybe.
Because Yako has like the single high ponytail, so
Fool's procession.
This place is said to be connected with the Fool's Procession. It wouldn't be surprised if Cursebearer decided to turn up. However, I need to find out if the teacher was a Cursebearer or not.
Hop the fence, my dude.
I expect the police may be baffled since they don't know about the curses.
Uh-huh.
I can ask about
Yes.
Around and see what the student. So this option is here in case you check this one first.
and want to check the other ones, but we already did, so I think we
Yeah.
can inquire.
Because this will introduce us maybe to like either Hitomi or
I
Yako.
fucking hope it introduces us to somebody.
You've been
All right.
separate for a
I'll
long
go ask the students about Michio. God damn it, with your fucking slow wipe. I'm back, ma'am.
So, what did you learn? Never mind, we wiped.
That school kids sure love a good rumor. I was practically drowning in stories about Mr. John and Michio, most of which seem dubious at best.
Not surprising.
Most of what I heard was hardly worth a second thought. But there's one story that caught my attention.
Oh?
Some believe that Michio is the one who killed Mr. John.
But isn't she dead?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh my god. Did you see that?
More people showed up?
Well, he flickered into existence.
They're moving around back there, you know. Like frames and frames, they're
The
moving.
story's got 2 pieces of evidence to back it.
They're gone now.
They're ghosts!
They're just moving quickly, you know.
Some of them are ghosts! One of them, wasn't news to
Oh,
me.
they're just fading in and out, yeah.
Thank you, Zaba. I wasn't aware. Apparently, he's been mumbling about Michio was going to kill him for some days now. A fellow teacher overheard his mumbling and told the students.
And then it spread like wildfire, I suppose. Rumors that juicy don't stay secret for long.
As for the other piece of evidence, a pigtail girl in her school uniform was seen around school late last night.
Go on.
Although numerous people claim to have seen the girl, not one of them saw her face. Some are proposing it was Michio brought back to life, or that it was her vengeful spirit. But it's not like Michio is the only high school girl to wear pigtails. This rumor might have been made up just to fan the flames.
But if it were true, I'd want to get a hold of her in order to hear her side of the kidnapping.
Sorry,
She's
I'm yawning.
dead.
If she's alive, that'd be ideal. There's still one more thing I should mention. I discovered where Michio lived. A student had a list of student addresses on hand.
That's an amazing find.
I believe all the students actually have a copy of said list. It truly worries me how easy it is to obtain what should be confidential information. Imagine what would happen if that information got into the wrong hands. You know, like the janitor.
Well, so far it hasn't, no.
Sure, let's hope it stays that way. In the meantime, it's now possible for us to visit Michio Shiraishi's house.
Oh, okay, I guess we should go.
Sick. Is this a full scene?
No
No
sticker
sticker.
magically appeared.
No.
Like, it's like, they're not like that hidden, you know?
No.
So we would have seen it.
Yeah.
Unless it's on the wall and we just can't click on it because of the thing buttons and stuff.
Michio.
My god, we haven't met anyone. How'd it go?
I went to visit Michio Shiraishi's
Let me
family
guess,
home.
there was no one
However,
there.
No one seemed to be there. I got no answer at the door and all the lights were out. It seems to have been empty for a while now. There was a stack of newspapers out front.
Check around. Why is no one at this house? Seems crazy.
There
are all fucking dead, Saba, that's why.
I'm so sad. I was so
There's
stoked
one.
about these stickers.
I wonder if this place is okay.
Residential, working class.
Woof. Nope. I don't think it's gonna happen, Saba.
Okay,
Sad.
let's just keep going.
Sag.
Give me the jitters.
He looks so
Richter's
unfazed.
so reassuring. I like having him around.
Social connections run deep in working class areas like this place, so I decided to talk to the locals. I met a few nice old ladies who were kind enough to give me the scoop. Turns out the Shiraishi's reputation really went down in the dumps this past year.
Is that so?
I'll give you a quick summary. They moved here about 3 years ago. Their previous residence was in a better part of town. Michio's father died in a car
Oh,
accident.
dear.
Interesting, by the way.
Car accident.
Remember how it was a possibility that she got hit by a car?
Ghost doing ghost things.
Leaving behind just the two of them. Michio's mom, Toshiko, now a single mother, relocated here. At first, they got along with their neighbors, many of which were in similar situations, helping and being helped in turn.
So far, so good. What happened?
Well, as I said, the reputation began to go downhill about a year ago. A man recognized as Toshio's common-law husband had moved into the house.
So someone had moved in with them?
So a common law in the U.S., a common law like spouse is someone who lives with you for an extended period of time, but you aren't legally married. It's like, from a legal standpoint, you are more connected than just being like boyfriend girlfriend, but you're not. But it's
Officially
not
married.
like it's above just dating, below fiance. It's just common law, whatever. His name was apparently Iwai.
Konkichiro?
Neighborhood gossip is something else. Somehow everyone knew his name.
So what of this EY character?
He was apparently a vulgar fellow with a criminal record. He was prone to violent outbursts.
Ugh.
The neighbors often heard screams and shoutings come from the home. The neighbors took particular notice of Toshiko's screams, pleading with him not to hit Michio.
There's just a shadow of someone in the background.
Spooky.
That's terrible. That's why Michio didn't want to be home, you know?
That's why she killed herself.
It's great. It was an accident.
I'm yawning again.
Every night, neighbors also began to hear eerie chanting.
Summoning the spirit.
Ooh.
Through this, the Shiraishi's standing in the neighborhood plummeted rapidly. Toshiko was often seen covered in bruises and wounds. She stopped responding to her neighbors. She would just turn the other way when greeted. They kept their storm shutters closed even during the day and effectively shut themselves away from the entire
That's
community.
unfortunate. It sounds horrible. Why didn't the police step in and do something?
Well, you see, ma'am, normal people that don't have copious amounts of money don't get help from the police, ever.
And
That's not how it works.
I think presumably also no one really around them would just call the police on
Unfortunately,
them.
under our current laws, the police aren't allowed to get involved with domestic disputes.
Well, that sucks.
And when Michio reportedly killed herself, things only got worse with a Y. And for Toshiko, was admitted to the hospital for physical and mental abuse. Ever since, Y hasn't returned home. Many locals expressed sympathy for Michio's circumstances, but just as many were fed up with the Shirai's entirely, and seemed relieved that things had finally quieted down again. It seems that they were still considered outsiders even after 3 years of living here.
I don't understand it. Why would Toshiko have gotten involved with such a brutish good-for-nothing in the first place?
I've heard many stories where one partner's personality does a complete turn after entering a relationship. It's true. After her first husband's death, Toshiko's financial situation had taken a turn for the worse. She was determined to send her daughter to a good high school. It's possible she fell victim to sweet promises.
Life can be tough, I suppose.
Hey, it's the name of the chapter. Life can be tough.
Wow.
You don't seem moved by the story, ma'am. That's fine. People have all kinds of stories.
Ooh, collect all information on purchase of interest.
All right, well, we got this guy.
Honjo's Ace Detective. That's the name of the thing.
Nice.
The common-law husband of Michio Shiraishi's mother, Toshiko Shiraishi, Kankichiro, started coming and going from the Shiraishi's household a little over a year ago. It seems he has served some time in prison, but the details are unknown. I don't.
I think that this is. I genuinely think that this is supposed to throw us off on this guy. Because remember, this is what he looked like fucking, I don't even know, like 20 years ago or whatever, 15 years ago.
Yeah, I don't think they're the same guy.
No, I don't. But I think that's what the game is trying to imply by like, oh, he spent some time in prison and he was out a year ago. Because remember, that was around the same time that
Yeah, but it's like we already dealt with the scenario with Yako and the janitor, you know, where Mio ends up dead.
That's true.
So it's like a real big confirmation on their part.
Look at his eyebrows. Look at this motherfucker. Look at this motherfucker's eyebrows.
Just seems tired.
Eyebrows. It's the same eyebrows.
They've got the same eyebrows. Okay, well, let's keep going.
Why are you rushing all the time?
What? Hehe. I heard a ding.
Oh, so you came
Oh,
here
he's
too.
angry. He's upset. What is it?
If it's the detectives.
It's the detectives!
Oh,
I can't believe we met with these guys first. I thought we were going to meet with, like, Mio. Oh, frick. Sorry. Could you repeat what you know one more time for me, Richter? Yeah, how about we, like, have a little chat, you and I?
Now, are these gonna crisscross? Is there gonna be a line that connects them? Oh no, now I can go back here.
Fancy sushi!
Shiraishi. Yeah, because now they're there.
Frick, there's so many people to voice now, Zach.
It's 2 people per.
Oh my god.
Wait, what?
Okay.
Am I wrong?
Okay, maybe this'll... Cause that stopped there. Did they get here first before us? How does this work? And he's back. No one's home. Blah, 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 blah. Do we have to actually click the other place first? Do you want to quickly click on Komagata High School? Yeah, and then, like, click back. Why is the music playing? Why is it? Hello, we're here. We know. Thank you. Fancy music. That's the gym. It's my face. Is there something on my shirt? This is the same thing, yeah. Okay, let's move one more time. It's still 9 a.m. Okay, I don't think anything's changed. Okay, what? Is it then Mio and...
Yeah, no. Okay, so I guess...
Well, it's been a while. Maybe they want you to, like, loop back by this point. What if we go to... We can go to... No, we can't go to...
We're gonna have to do a lot of skipping here, so be patient.
Kamagata, high school!
And so...
Oh, this was just the thing where they investigate, and then we stop. I mean, I guess you can go try clicking all of their locations again, but I don't know why it would suddenly change, you know? This is weird. Normally we have an idea of, like, where we should go, you know?
With permission, can I look it up real quick?
I guess, yeah. What would you even look up?
I mean, just a walkthrough of the game.
I'm gonna try to streamline this process a little bit. Yeah, I don't... Like, there's literally nothing... Okay, well, as he looks up, I'm gonna take a bio break. Give me a sec. My little person.
Life can be tough. Life can be tough. The thing happens here is suspend the chapter and go to Tetsuko's fancy sushi chapter and go to the neighborhood before suspending the chapter. Okay. Fancy sushi. The hell? Until you've completed Hitomi's hell. Okay.
I'm back.
No, this is Hitomi's hell.
Let's go. I am the bad. So it is this. Do we just need to start with school maybe instead?
Well, that's where we just were. So it says, so the walkthrough says that
this
we
is
go
supposed to do
Kamagata High
something?
School. This just says that they hang out around the school, right? So give it a second. The walkthrough is not very descriptive, by the way. So now we go to here.
And then we should
And then
start
we go
from
to
high school?
And they're supposed to be here.
Because we clicked on
We
them being on the high school. Yes!
Okay, cool.
That's a little like hard to figure out.
I get it. Hey, you two, you're in color.
Clearly something's going on here. That's who we're looking for. Boss, what is it? You want to talk to those girls? I really do.
Yeah, I do. This is divine intervention. Sorry, I'm still doing a southern voice because I was talking as fucking Richter forever. Yeah, I do. This is divine intervention. We were brought here for a reason. Come on, Hero.
Huh? What?
It's
Yay!
fucking Neo!
We thought this would happen
Like,
first, and it did happen.
Could you imagine how cute it would be if he like gives Mio like a big bear hug, like, "Oh my god, I missed you!"
Like, hey, you're okay. Like, oh my god,
"Oh, I thought you were gonna be dead."
aren't you? You must be that high school skirting this child labor laws who I've heard so much about.
Say that again. What the fuck?
Sorry about that. He's with me.
Shouldn't I have said that?
I don't. I think
it
that
was
was
labeled as you, but then
yeah, I think that's wrong.
what the fuck?
Mr. Tsutsumi, if that's how you feel, maybe you should look into proving your my working conditions.
Incorrect. Whoopsies.
I prefer not to work for free, to be honest.
Don't you worry about that. If you want to help us out, you have whatever you want. Boss's treats.
Wait,
Really?
Oh, unique sprites!
Oh, they're so
Thank you
cute.
so much. I've always wanted to go on a fancy sushi. Yay, fancy sushi! It's the name of the chapter.
Like one of those places in Ginza? I've never been. Let's go. We've got ourselves a deal, right, boss? The girls are at our service.
hold on now. What just happened? I never said sushi?
Sushi?
Sama,
Look
read
forward
the
to it,
fucking
boss.
lines.
Wait, since when were you included?
You guys are funny. You should do stand-up.
That's pretty good.
Okay, good. It wasn't too long since that's been messed up. You know, at least he did win them over with promises of food. It's true. That this random girl you know is already involved in the case.
Disciple of Paranormal Affairs Chief. Working for free under the guise of training. She may look meek, but she's got strong spirit. Oh, spirit
Sense.
Damn it. I thought you were like, yeah, she's strong-willed,
You were
though.
close.
Kind of darkness following her around.
Could she be
Could she be
a friend?
Did Mio finally make a friend?
Aw.
We did this old man's heart good.
Don't wanna make her look bad.
Better not say that out loud. Don't want to make her look bad. So, how much have you been able to figure out?
Well, I know what happened around midnight last night. Someone invoked the Feast of Thank you. Invoked the Feast of Shadows, which boosts the power of curses, then brought forth the 7 mysteries of Honjo. That allows even those who don't have the power to cast curses to gather soul dregs for the rite of resurrection. At least that's my hypothesis.
You're so
Sounds
smart.
about right so far. As I'm sure you know, there's actually 9 mysteries, not 7.
I thought there was 11.
Like,
You know, we're
when
all
the Feast of
confused.
Shadows was cast, the cursed stones appeared before those who wanted the rite at the locales of the 7 mysteries. We've managed to gather 3 cursed stones so far, including the one I got first, the Evergreen Beach.
You got 3 already? Wow. We have the cursed stone for the Fool's Procession. Well, Yako, the girl standing behind me, does.
That's me, Yako, the girl standing behind Mio.
She does. Is she alright? We could take it off your hands.
Well, the Feast of Shadows has no effect during the day, and there's still something I want to find out.
I like that he's pouting.
Alright. I'll leave the Fool's Procession with you two then.
You want to talk to me? You'd probably be better off asking Mio.
That's pretty funny.
Why are you
She's
so
like,
why are you so suspicious?
It's like,
What's that rope all about, Yako? They've moved the body. That's a little gross. All his arms and legs. I'm pretty sure he was asking some.
It's inspection dialogue, sometimes it's just like stupid.
I know, that's why I'm like summarizing. He was killed by a curse. Something like that always leaves a trace behind. There's even more dialogue. Mio's really calm. She's not really used to it. She just has experience. Wow, Mio, you're a professional. You're so cool.
You're so fucking cool. Alright, now it should be done, right? Yeah.
Hey.
Stickers. or is it literally only for when we're playing as Haruo? Alright.
Hey, because we can't see his face, can we not talk to him?
Thank who?
Jun.
We already talked to him, Sama.
No, I know. I was wondering, like, because he's like facing away from us, like that doesn't count as him, like.
No,
me
I
not being
clicked the
on
back of his head and we still talked to him.
Okay, interesting. Okay.
Thank you. Please keep collecting the other cursed stones. I'll be looking for a way to stop the Feast of Shadows.
So it's still happening. Feast of
Okay,
Shadows.
got it. Yeah, I mean, why would it have stopped, right? It's just that it's
Yes.
day.
That should make things go more smoothly. What about the other curse bearers? Have you run into any of them?
Well, last night at school. You were here last night.
Yes. You see,
Huh.
You were using a spirit board. That's so cool.
So that's when you ran into the cursed echo. I'm glad you survived the encounter.
somehow, we managed to get away without accidentally setting it off. The cursed echo we saw took the shape of a woman missing an arm and a leg.
What?
Yeah, it's the fucking one-sided read. We knew it.
One-sided read. One-sided read.
The one-sided read. This is bad.
Huh? What's so bad about that one?
That's the one the fucking serial killer has, idiot.
You idiot! The curse bearer, the one-side read is fucking...
Jima.
Nejima. It's Nejima. He admitted it himself. That's his curse.
That's right. Wait, but if that's the case...
Nejima might have been here last night. The
What?
unique art, by the way.
What?
I mean, it's possible he's lying to us, but...
What?
Who's Nejima?
Oh, just a psycho serial killer. No
You
clue.
don't know that.
No, I know not me. No clue.
So
Why don't we just-
Nejima is trying to take advantage of the Feast of Shadows for his own nefarious purposes.
Huh? He said he's going to massacre the city at sundown today?
He's trying to get your daughter too?
That's why we've been trying to find him, but to no avail. Honestly, this information has been the most useful we've gotten so far. So just to be sure, could you tell me who else was at your school last night?
Well, as far as we know, there was us, Mr. John, and one of our classmates, Hitomi, and the fucking janitor.
Yoko. Yeah, don't forget old man Ashimiya.
Wait. Oh, sorry. it's
Wait,
you.
this is me. Wait, Hitomi? You mean Hitomi Okuda, second-year student? I mean, she's definitely not Najima. I mean, we could say that.
Well, yeah.
Literally impossible. So she was here last night.
My god, they're both pursing their lips. Are they related?
I saw Hitomi earlier, though, and she didn't seem like a curse bearer to me.
You did? Did you talk to her?
Yes?
Would you mind if we asked a few questions about that?
Hitomi said she didn't want to talk to the police because she was afraid she'd become a suspect. So I can't tell you anything unless you swear you won't drag her into this.
Ah, I see. Don't worry. This is about a different matter. It's about ghost crimes.
Ghost crimes.
A different matter? You mean about the police officer, Mr. Yoshimi?
You know about that? God, this is... Did Hitomi say something about him?
Yes, she did. Actually,
And we're back to the friggin'... we're solving the case.
We have a lot of stuff to talk about.
if we're talking about people who were at school last night, there's one more person, though I'm not too clear on the details.
There was someone else?
Yeah.
Apparently, Hitomi actually saw Mr. John getting cursed and killed last night.
What? To talk about some vital information.
What she said happened was...
I mean, it's basically what they've already heard, right?
Well, yeah, for the most part, yeah.
Michio was the one who killed Mr. John? Are you sure it was really Michio that she saw?
I'm yawning again.
I'm yawning. Let's go.
Well,
Interesting
I'm fucking tired, dude.
Interesting
This
stuff.
game takes a lot out of me. Well, that's what she told me. I wasn't there. ... dot dot dot.
That must mean there was another curse bearer here last night. John was killed by a curse, so someone had to have been there. Whatever it was, whether it
Should we
was
talk about the
Michio or
symptom of, like...
Yeah, he
How he
clearly
died?
of a fall, and we know for a fact that like,
the
in
only
full
person that does
procession
that is hers. Yeah.
by fatal fall. It's like, Jesus. We already know this. She knows this. Maybe that's what, I don't know. Maybe she has to
Dang.
put two and two together.
Boss, do you really think it could have been Michio's ghost? I mean, based on why is what we've heard in Yellow, she does have plenty of reasons to be vengeful.
Calm down. Just because the paranormal exists doesn't mean just anything is possible. It's still possible that Nejima was behind John's death.
But what about
What about-
Hitomi's
oh,
story?
It's so confusing with fucking 4 characters here.
I
Remember
know.
when the game used to just be 2 characters at a time? That was nice.
Yeah, we were having a chill time there.
It was real easy for the 2 of us. About this janitor. Ash, was it? How old is he? Do you know how long
Okay,
he's worked
hopefully
here?
this is quickly, come on. This has to
Huh?
be it.
Why are you so interested in him all of a sudden? I only just transferred to the school though, so I have no idea.
Yako! He's around 50 years old. He came to our school about half a year ago. No one knows what he did before, so there are all kinds of rumors about him.
I see. Thanks. I think I'm starting to get a better picture of all this.
Huh?
Listen up. It's not uncommon for former prisoners to find work under an alias after their release. The notoriety attached to their former name can get in the way of proper rehabilitation, you see.
What are you? No way!
Iro, what have the officers apprehend the janitor? He worked the night shift, so he might still be in the overnight room.
I mean, oh, sorry. Yes, right away. I wonder if
This
he's like, I
feels-
can kill a lot of students. But that... What? Boss, bad news. Apparently the room's been empty all morning. Sounds like they've been looking to question Ashimiya too, but couldn't find him anywhere.
No.
Woo, he did
That
it.
all but confirms it. Just one more thing to check. Are there any photos of this Ashimiya?
The old man seriously hated getting his picture taken. He always avoided it.
Iro, call an urgent search for Makoto Ashimiya. We can't let him get away.
Yes, sir. I'll contact HQ right away.
I really love the trope of having like an old veteran paired up with like a young buck. Not necessarily because the dynamic works really well. It typically does in narratives. But I love the idea of like the veteran being really smart and wise and like understanding how to do stuff. And then the young buck has energy.
Yeah, I was about to say injects energy into the damn.
You know what I mean? Like of the 2 of us, it would be Jin who could run. Tetsuo definitely isn't gonna be running anywhere anytime soon. Oh my, I didn't expect this at all.
Yeah, how could that old man have been some horrible criminal mastermind? I can't believe it. And a curse bear on top of that.
To think he was so close to us the whole time, it gives me the chills.
A guy like that really shouldn't have been allowed to work at a high school.
Let's hope it isn't already too late.
Oh, I may have shown Ashimiya my curse stone last night.
You fool!
Okay, she
What?
didn't really show him, right? He
No,
just
I
kind of
know,
saw.
I know. I don't like this one bit. Nejima did say he wasn't specifically targeting curse bearers, but
I'm glad nothing happened to you.
Wait, but then could it have been old man Ashimiya who attacked you in the hallway? This was the first time, not the time because for a second my mind went like, wait a minute, how does she know she was attacked? So she died that time.
Yeah, but what do you mean the first time?
The first time where she was like run, remember? She like. fended-
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, got it.
when she found it out. I almost told him that you were still in the building, too.
I mean, you know, video games, some of us make mistakes, okay? Some of us want to be honest. What? You did?
Almost. Gosh, good thing I didn't say anything.
You might have gotten very lucky there, kid.
Dude, it's still going.
Jesus Christ, there's so much to talk about.
Saba's swearing again. This is too much. I hope they find him soon. Come on, long arm of the law, help us.
It should be done now.
Finally. To put a stop to the Feast of Shadows, it would help if I knew more about how the curses of the Seven Mysteries first came about.
Well, I know like 3 of them.
In that case, you're probably best off talking with that crabby researcher guy.
You mean Mr. Araishi? I would very much like to talk to him.
Ah, right. He's a teacher here too, isn't he? You would know him already. He might be more inclined to talk if it's one of his students doing the asking.
Do you know where he is?
I do. We tried to talk to him, but he refused to cooperate. But you two should give it a try. He's at his usual cafe working on his papers.
The cafe. Oh, the Kurokikyo? The Kurokikyo Cafe in Kamazawa?
The struggle.
Come on, dude! Like, fucking less words! Or less letters, rather. Like, I understand that this is, the fucking Romanized kanji or whatever, but it's killing me. Thanks. We'll head over there right now.
School rule says we're not allowed to go to cafes, though. What?
Don't worry about it. I'll allow it.
Thank you.
Huh? That's all it takes?
Yeah, we're done. Thank you. There must be a mastermind behind everything. Someone who orchestrated all this for a reason. I want to find out why.
Okay.
Wow, sick. Thank you for making that one short. Hitomi did say that Mr. Yoshimi entrusted her with something.
He did? What was it? Yoshimi gave her a talisman?
Yes, apparently he also asked her to look for another one just like it, one that Michio had.
What kind of talisman could they be? Boss?
Doesn't ring a bell. If Yoshimi was talking about him with his dying breath, they must have been pretty important.
But they did find a talisman on Michio. Did they? Thank you.
Yeah.
Did they find a talisman on Michio after her body was found?
I'll check, but if they did, Yoshishi would have had plenty of time to retrieve it before he died.
Right.
Would you consider giving us Hitomi's contact information? I'd like to talk to her about this talisman.
I'm not sure. She never opened up to anyone except Mr. Yoshimi.
I'm no good, huh? I was friends with Yoshimi, though. You don't seem like too bad of a guy. Not all that scary for a cop. But I doubt that'll be enough for her. She really doesn't want to end up becoming a suspect.
To be honest, she was a bit wary of us.
Well then, do you think she talked to Yoshimi's fiance?
Very interesting.
Haven't they met before?
Oh, they have. She told us
yes,
about that.
yes. Okay.
Yes, she might be willing to talk to her.
All right, then we better find her fast.
You haven't been able to reach her? That's a little worrying.
Mayu Chozawa. Mayu Chozawa.
Yeah.
Maya Chozawa.
Mayu.
We'll let you know as soon as we manage to contact her.
Okay. I'd be willing to give Hitomi's contact information to her. Oh, right. One more thing. Hitomi told me that Mr. Yoshimi gave her instructions in the event that something happened to him. He told her to give the talisman to Mr. Nakagoshi from the police headquarters.
What? So it was a Nagagoshi's case. Why would Yoshimi tell her that?
Could you check on that?
I will, but
Well, I
don't
don't know
know.
if they'll pick up when I call.
Pick up the
That's true
phone.
because he left the bureau, right?
Is he with the Paranormal Affairs Bureau?
Yes. Well, yes. Nagagoshi's the chief, but he's almost never in. So I didn't
Superior, you're
really
supposed
know
to
the
be,
guy.
I don't know, responsible.
To be honest, I'm not even sure if he exists or if he's just a figurehead. I've never spoken to him myself.
All the paranormal affairs cases are referred to as Nagagoshi cases.
Jeez, what's up with that?
I don't fucking know. He asked
They're
me.
still talking. La, la.
Saba, that's what today's stream is. It's
So-
just talking.
Talking.
That
Keep going.
amulet Hitomi was looking for may be the missing puzzle piece to this mystery. Okay, we did it.
We're done.
Awesome. What about you?
What was that thing you mentioned about Michio earlier? Something about a grudge? Did you know anything about her? What's your relation? I'm her friend. I was actually planning to resurrect her at first.
Ah, I see.
I think that's a pretty big motive to, like...
We gained quite a lot of information from you two. It's only fair we share as well. Tell her, Hiro.
Alright. Keep in mind that this is just a theory, though.
Shut the fuck up, Matt.
Okay. After re-examining the crime scene, Yoshimi concluded that Michio's death wasn't a suicide, but a vehicular collision. That was confirmed that was a thing?
I mean,
I thought we were speculating.
He did literally just say this is only a theory.
Oh. Wait, what? An accident?
I must say, now they're treating it like it's real info, though.
Being hit by a speeding truck or van would have resulted in similar injuries. The investigation was ordered by Yoshimi, so it seems he had his doubts about it being a suicide.
Ah!
What? A van? Speeding?
Yako, what's wrong? Are you okay?
Why are we fading to black? Ah! Ah! I don't know what's happening.
I don't know
are we
what's
fading?
happening. We just got hit by a fucking vehicle?
Were we there? A van. There's a young man in the driver's. Something's happening. We see visions now.
I didn't skip that, by the way.
Huh? Yes.
I think she just had a vision from Michio because Michio is currently possessing her.
Oh, yeah. Influence of ghost.
Influence of ghost.
Wait, was I?
Are you back now? How do you feel? You're covered in sweat.
Yeah, I'm okay, I think. Sorry, I went a little crazy there. Mio should, like, notice this. This should be something that she's familiar with, right? The signs of possession.
Of possession? Potentially, I could believe that.
It's no problem, as long as you're okay. That was quite the surprise, though. Oh,
You're
the
possessed
detective's
as
on-
shit, lady.
Okay.
Oh, is this just... Okay, I thought this was a repeat, sorry.
Oh, this is me still. So I don't know what was truly on Michio's mind either. Right. Do you have any idea why Jinoichi was so scared of Michio? Well, about that.
I'm not exactly sure how to put this, but he was sexually
Oh.
abusing a student.
I see. Well, I half expected it was something like that. Thanks for telling me.
Sorry, it's hard to explain.
I wonder what he got his hands on to be able to blackmail her like that. Probably the
Not
fact
sure.
that her dad is a piece of shit.
Michio, what happened? I think, yeah.
Okay,
sure.
well, you're all done then. Wait, so are we... Oh. Okay, I guess I just never...
See, the weird thing is, look, if you hover over Mio, it's finished talking, but we're not finished talking to her.
I think that this... Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe we just
Don't
have to go
know.
and come back.
Well, I mean, we have to think, because we literally can't leave.
Mm,
What the fuck? How, am I supposed to go somewhere?
Should I talk to her
can't
again?
leave. Oh, she's just looped.
She's looped.
She's looping.
Oh.
Lupin the Third.
Hey, boss, forensics is calling.
Oh, we're going to forensics now. Okay.
Boss, they found this on the ground, short distance away from the scene.
What's that?
A ribbon. Yeah, the kind you used to tie up your hair. What? I've seen that ribbon before.
Michio's ribbon.
Yeah, you have? Go on then. That's the ribbon that Michio always used to wear.
What?
Doesn't that mean that Michio was here? I mean, if Michio was possessing, like,
I think
what is it, Yako? She could have just gotten it, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Just put up her hair like normal.
Are you sure?
Definitely. I have the same one at home. We bought them together. This has to be hers.
It's yours, dumbass, because you're possessed as shit. You're so fucking possessed right now.
Then did she come back to life somehow?
But how?
Now we can talk to her.
Now we can talk to her.
If I was Michio and I came back to life, where would I go to get revenge on the blonde?
Why do you look so disinterested? Look at her eye.
She's just thinking.
That's the question. She got a revenge on John, but she still may have more revenge to dish out.
Is there anyone else she'd have a grudge against?
Well, what about the guy who killed her in the collision?
So it was a car accident.
Once again, the game just is like, go with it. Right?
Yeah.
If she really did come back to life, then it's terribly sad that she's spending her new chance at life like this. Being obsessed with revenge is such a tragic way to live.
You know, she's kind of just here.
Where her inner turmoil is like, ah!
Okay, we're done.
I love the hard cut to Yako. just in case you haven't picked up on it yet, like, dude, she's fucking possessed as shit. I'm afraid that's all we can tell you.
Don't worry. You were a big help. Thank you. We should start our search for Nijima and Mayu Chozawa.
It might be worth it to check Michio's house as well, just in case. There we go, and this is where we're gonna meet them.
Yes.
Finally!
Let's use the school as our base of operations. If anything happens, go to one of the officers hanging around here.
Got it. Thank you. Good luck. We'll go talk to Mr. Araishi. That's the professor. Right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Ashima is the janitor. For whatever reason, I was like, we'll go talk to the janitor. And I'm like, what?
Why would we be doing that? Oh, right, boss. Let's get going whenever you're ready.
So now we can...
Back to this music.
Hell yeah, dude. It does actually feel like we're investigating stuff, which is cool. I wonder... So the thing that I'm curious about is that doesn't it feel a little weird that during that scene
we're
just
here?
Straight up we're like, no, just during that scene we're straight up like, oh yeah, by the way, janitor is definitely the guy. Isn't that a little strange? No, it makes sense because we established a while ago that it makes sense. It's just kind of weird that the game doesn't really have any pomp and circumstance to like the revelation, I guess.
We'll see, because he's gone, right? He's not here.
Yeah, so we still have to find him, I guess. That is true. Hell yeah.
Bang, bang.
I want to hang out with the cops.
Let's hang out with the cops.
The cops are fun. They are genuinely the main characters of this game. It's Mr. Jojo, the cops, and then Mio. Bring them back for a sequel. Wasn't I doing like a fucking
bombastic southern accent? Dog Dimmadome.
I was kind of going like this, right? Ma'am, allow me to introduce you to one of our country's most elite detectives.
The name's Jun Iro. I'll hardly call myself elite, but either way, it's nice to meet you.
Well, that's funny, because I was talking about Tetsuo.
This here is the brilliant Chief Inspector. Oh shoot, Susumi, and yes, he's just as rough and tumble as he looks. Definitely not a senile old man.
Is that you? Did you just?
Don't think so.
Pling like that?
I don't think so.
Hold on, let me double check.
Don't think it was me.
My OBS crashed.
No, not again.
Yeah, OBS hard crashed.
Stop hard crashing.
Fantastic. I'm just gonna start up number 3 real quick.
Starting up for the 3rd time. As I sip my drink. Yum, 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 yum.
Hello, we're back after OBS decided to crash yet again. We're back with the cops.
We're back with the stars of the
Sometimes
show.
I don't really know if you're complimenting or putting me down.
So, you two are detectives?
This is my client, Miss Haruo Shigima. Her father's a big deal in the police himself, so remember to mind your
June
manners.
is even taller. A big wig named Shigima. Boss, you know of this guy?
Shit, I've heard the name, but you know I don't keep track of who's who in the upper echelons.
There's no need to worry. I am my own person after all, and my father has nothing to do with any of this. Ooh, did you hear that, boss? Looks like you're getting off easy this time.
Don't make it sound like I'm involved in some shady business. I ain't like that.
You both seem rather jovial despite being detectives. How rare.
I'm not jovial, I'm very serious.
All the police officers I've met have always been so dull.
Oh, hi, Mikey. Thank you for visiting. I appreciate that you're here. No, my OBS keeps crashing, so yeah, it's annoying, but I can't really do much about it.
Well, you won't find any dull cops here. We'll round up all your criminals with a smile. That's our motto. When did that
That's
become
our
motto?
motto.
How lovely. Keep it up.
Just hold on one second. This isn't the first time I'm hearing it.
This is the first time.
I'm hearing of that. Sorry. Well, you were right about them not being your typical detectives.
Because they're crazy. Look around. Is there a sticker
we are
here?
Haru. We're Haru right now.
Sticker? Sticker? Has
Igor?
anything changed? Has anything changed?
No.
Yes!
Igor!
It's a penguin. Mockingbird.
Oh, I love it.
Okay, click it. Royal Kingpin. Royal
This
King
one?
Penguin.
King Penguin.
That's fantastic.
Oh, I forgot that they have
If you won
I
the
forgot that
lottery.
they have descriptions. Yeah.
My God, there's so many of them. How long is this game?
I don't know, man. I think we might. I think I might have accidentally stumbled into like a long game.
Seems that they were acquainted but haven't talked in a long time. Two of us used to be comrades.
Why are we zooming in on him? Hello?
Because he's attractive, clearly.
I mean, yes. Okay, I guess this is real dialogue. My bad.
Richter used to be part of the police force himself. He quit a few years ago to go solo. Is that so?
You should give it a try, hero. There's more freedom in working as a private investigator. I can't say much for the quality of life, though.
It's been 2 years, right? I hadn't heard of you since you quit. I don't think your business would last, but here you are. You sure don't want to return? You sure you don't want to return to the force? We'll take you back with open arms.
What would you say is the longest stream game been so far? That's a really great question, actually. I
Super
don't know.
long game.
Let me check the archive channel real quick. I genuinely don't know.
It can't be something like League, right?
We mean League.
Like, are we counting the games that are just replayable? Like, you just keep playing games, like a new game.
So,
Like
but
a
he's
new
talking about
round.
like on the channel.
Oh, on this channel?
Yes, you fucking no. He's asking, what's the longest game that you guys have just played? Period. That's definitely what he's asking.
I thought he was talking about in like streaming overall. I don't
We
know.
never played stream, or we never played League on stream.
No, I know. I thought he wasn't talking about us, just in general. He was asking us, like, in the whole of like streaming, what's the longest game?
19 episodes for Breath of the Wild is pretty long.
First Breath of the Wild was longer, I think, too. You did a lot of stuff in Tears of the Kingdom off story.
14 episodes for Thousand Year Door, so not that one. Professor Layton was 11. That's crazy.
Professor Layton.
Great Ace Attorney 1 was 15. Ace Attorney 3 was 17 all by itself. Jesus fuck. Explorers of Sky is 20, and I don't know if that one technically counts because we did throw in the extra one at the end for the tower.
But 19 is still hot, like the highest, right?
It would be tied for the highest with Breath of the Wild. So I do think that it is technically Explorers of Sky. Now, that being said, I haven't updated my playlists for a while, but I do think it's Explorers of Sky. Yeah. All right. Sorry, I gotta put myself back on your channel.
Drags himself back in.
There we go. But yeah, I do think it's Explorers of Sky. Although, like, when we eventually get around to it, I do think that Chrono Trigger is going to be by far the longest that we have played. Saba, I'm so fucking tired. This game kicks my ass.
Well, we can stop off if we want to finish.
No, I want to do the full 4 hours because I want to finish this by next week. Right, or rather, I want next Sunday to be the last day.
Hopefully, we can get it. Yeah.
What?
This is you.
Sit on my ass, watch birds fly. I'll take a pass. I don't belong in that world.
Come on, Richter. We need your talent. The public needs you.
Nah, you don't. This is my calling. The police will manage just fine without me. I'll keep tying up all your loose ends, saving the little birdies you abandoned.
Ooh, fucking birds!
That's harsh. Yeah.
I forgot to ask which version. The DS version is best since it has the most content. Well, so the question really comes down to like, do I want to play it on a very legitimate DS, or do I just want to play it on Steam for the convenience? Because if I do end up playing it on Steam, I know that it's not the best version of Chrono Trigger, but it doesn't fucking crash, you know, and that's pretty good. So I'm not super sure. I'll probably end up playing it on DS, but I don't know. It's tough to say exactly. But once again, Chrono Trigger isn't going to be for like a while because I want everybody to have like a consistent schedule for that. Because that one's supposed to be like, well, I wanted it to be like voice acting again, right? Which, to be fair, is what I said for Super Mystery Dungeon, and then Super Mystery Dungeon took 19 hours to get started, so I don't know.
All right. We did get a sticker, right?
Yeah, we don't have to worry about stickers anymore. Well, being you're here, Richter, you want a case?
That's right. I'm picking up the police's slack.
What are you talking about? We're here.
Well, the regular police is slack.
Okay.
I trust you remember the kidnapping and murder cases from last year? Oh, I remember that. I remember now. You're that Haruhe Shigima from the kidnapping case.
Huh. Did I miss something?
Don't be an idiot. It was the case where Monesada Shigima's grandson was Munesada Shigima.
Dude, it's hard to read this shit.
Grandson was kidnapped. Which must have been your son, ma'am.
Indeed, the story was suppressed by the news. In the end, it was considered a huge failure on the police department's part. Most of the investigation was conducted in secret. And unfortunately, the department is unwilling to reopen the case.
Any investigation carried out afterwards turned up nothing at all, which is why I'm now on the job.
Then they never caught the culprit, huh? That's rough. So your findings have brought you to this place, then?
That's right. An individual connected to the case used to live around here.
Used to?
That's right. As of last week, they're deceased. We'd hoped to talk to the family. No one was home when I checked last time, so we figured we'd try again.
Question. Richter took the time to go around and canvass the locals, right, to get more info on why the family disappeared and stuff. Is that because he's a great, like, detective, like an actual great
I think
investigator?
So. Yeah.
Well, then why didn't Eero do that?
You know, he's not as smart
Right?
as Richter.
But I guess that's my question. Is like, is Richter actually the best of the three of these people in terms of like?
I'm not sure. I think
actually solving stuff?
Tetsuo or whatever is pretty good too, but Richter is like pretty good as well.
Yeah.
Interesting. It sure doesn't look good on the police to be mishandling cases like these. If there really was a culprit, it should be our responsibility to bring them to justice. Well, I do consider the police my people. So you consider the blame to be shared. You've got a stern side as well, I see.
Okay. Talking to Tetsuo. By the way, ma'am, this might be sudden, but there's something I'd like to confirm.
You got a curse stone? And that is?
Do you happen to know anything about the 7 mysteries of Honjo?
She
What?
no response on her face, which is great.
Sorry, Chief, but that's hardly... With all due respect, investigator, I think my question was addressed to the lady. If you insist. What do you say, ma'am? Can you tell us anything?
You want to be honest?
I mean, she doesn't know much, actually, right?
Yeah.
She
You
knows
know
of
enough
the
to be
7
cursed.
mysteries, but I don't even know if she knows what all of the mysteries are.
Maybe not. We're being honest, so let's just say we don't know much. I've heard of the 7 mysteries, but this talk of curses eludes me. What? We never said anything about curses.
It's not nighttime, so she's not dead. Congratulations.
He didn't say anything about curses.
Is that so? Well, I'm sorry for the intrusion. Come to think of it, I've heard some things about this area last night. Something about a strange yet conspicuous man dressed in white loitering around.
Wait a second, are you talking about me, boss? Sorry.
I assume we're talking about you, investigator. Well, I won't argue that I'm strange and conspicuously dressed in white. And as it turns out, I was out here last night to conduct my investigation. Did he mention this to Haraway, that he was out here?
I mean, he said he talked to the locals.
Yeah, but that wasn't last night. That was earlier today.
I'm not sure. Then.
Because the reason I know that he wasn't, the reason I know why he shouldn't have been out here last night was he said he got the list from a student of where all the addresses were. Remember?
Yeah.
So why would he be out here last night?
Not sure.
Did you run into anything strange or out of the ordinary?
Out of the ordinary?
I guess I did observe a few suspicious characters. You were asking about curses just now. Why would a public servant be interested in the occult?
Aw, Richter's a smart man. He can help us if we tell him what we know. Ario revealing that we have information.
Sorry, I had to close my door. Dad is playing with Legos outside. Not literally, he's building something, but it sounds like Legos.
I can't promise I'll be any help to you, but I'm interested in hearing about what you gotta say. Something is happening in Honjo, isn't there? It might be something big if they got you head office guys on it. Well, I guess
Yeah, we
it's
should
all
tell. I think we can tell
desperate
them that
times
there
call
is
for
a
desperate measures.
serial killer around.
I still think that Haraway is evil, but I do think we should warn her about one-sided read.
Yeah,
Major
a serial killer. Yes, I agree. Thank you, boss. Listen closely to what we're about to say, Richter. Wipe screen.
Huh. So by using curses to commit murders, these people collect soul dregs to perform
You already
the rite
know
of
this.
resurrection.
Look how sly he is.
He's pretending that he's not. Yeah,
I
he's
know.
Fucking jerk. And these cursed stones somehow connect to the 7 mysteries of Honjo. It's a tough story to swallow, but I don't see a reason to doubt you either.
Haunting clappers.
It was just the bridge. Okay. It's a tough story to swallow, but I don't see a reason to doubt you either.
We figured the strange occurrences happening around here recently are connected to these curses. To get the situation under control, we've been searching for the curse bearers to confiscate their curse stones. Do you have any information that may help us?
I would like to correct my statement from earlier about why would he be around here last night. I guess because remember he was doing just like regular
Searching and stuff for like the curse
searching.
bearers.
It's entirely possible that he just so happened to be in this area.
Yeah.
I've missed so much context. Why is Billy Ray Cyrus in this mystery gang? Okay, first off, this mystery gang is brand new. These people do not normally work together. So we got 4 characters. We got Old Man Tetsuo. He's like a veteran detective. He's the one where I just do a deep voice and that's it. We have Iro, also known as Jin. That's Saba's
Jin
character.
Iro.
She just does like a youthful voice. Then we have
Not a guy.
Haruhi, who's like a really depressed woman.
Because her
really
son
depressed
was kidnapped and then murdered.
and then killed. And she has the magical ability to set people on fire for the most part, but only at night.
Set people on fire that instantly kills them.
That instantly kills them. And then we have Detective Jojo, who you referred to as Billy Ray Cyrus, who is just
Who's in-game called
investigator.
Richter. Yeah,
His real name is Richter, but yeah, Detective Jojo, because he does.
You think he's gonna lie to us here?
I think that he's been lying the entire time. I think Richter's a good guy, but I don't understand why I don't know, it's so weird.
That's tough. I never expected curses other than mumbo jumbo to play into all this. But if we're talking shady characters, there was this middle-aged fellow I saw on South Waluigi Street. He had an average build. He was anxious, like he was searching for prey.
Boss, what do you think?
Well, considering the location, it could have been Hideki Araishi, the professor. We already got his cursed stone. Impressive! You two are working quick. Did you see anything else? Not that I can remember. That's a shame. Wow, we're already done.
So old guy, Twink, Flame Princess, and Billy Ray Cyrus. Pretty much.
I think Jin is a little too big to be considered.
I don't know about that.
Literally, he's taller than Richter, I think, as well.
It's not, height doesn't necessarily not make you a twink.
Okay, this is a weird topic.
Twink
Okay, let's keep going.
Twink is about how masculine your build is, I guess.
I would. Okay, keep going.
You would say what, Sabas? Because you're
Just
so
say anything.
well-versed.
Let's keep going.
If you see any characters who look like they might be carrying a cursed stone, it'd be a huge help if you let us know.
So we didn't mention anything about a serial killer?
Find anything. No, we did not mention the serial killer,
Oh my
as
God.
far as I know.
Richter, right? Perhaps you could lend a hand on our case, too. There's a number of people we can't track, and finding missing persons happens to be your specialty, no?
I hate to disappoint you, but I'm busy enough with this case. The faith of my clients is what keeps me afloat. I have to prioritize requests by the order in which they come.
See, well, can't say that's not fair.
What do you need a private investigator for anyway? The cops should have
There's
plenty
a
of
serial killer on the loose.
There is a serial killer.
True, but this isn't an ordinary case we're dealing with here. There's a serial killer!
Mike says, nah, pause the game, Obo. Let's pull out a chair and listen to what Saba has to say about twink culture.
I know
Saba's
nothing except what I think people think that they look like, and I don't think he looks like that. That's it.
You need to take your shirt off.
He needs to take his shirt off, first of all, and I think he's probably ripped. I'm not gonna lie. So, yeah. Okay, can we serial killer! Say it! No! Serial killer! Oh my god. By the way, that reminds me, Richter.
Yes?
You said the person who used to live here died last week. We're talking about the same person, right? Michio?
You knew?
We're literally here for her. I thought so. Seems like we're here for the same reason, then.
Seriously? Michio was involved with curses and magic?
Strictly speaking, the curse part isn't our concern. We're looking into Yoshimi's case.
Yoshimi? Oh, right. Hajime
My
Yoshimi.
god, everyone's like crossing, like, lines now, and it's just getting confusing. That's right, he died on the job. I'm sure you've heard of it.
I heard it was a most unfortunate loss. So there's a connection between Hajime Yoshimi's
So you should work with us, Richter,
of the
clearly.
juvenile division and Michio. Well, hold on. Let's focus on Michio for a second. Do you think she had something to do with the kidnapping? Talk about unforeseen developments. Exchanging information should prove mutually beneficial. I'll tell you what I know, and in turn, I want the full scoop on your findings concerning Michio.
Sure, to tell you the truth, we've literally been telling you, like, a lot of stuff this whole time. For free, okay?
Fucking screen wipe again. What? You believe Michio's ghost is the one who killed Mr. John? Wow, unique sprite, by the way. So he wasn't just mumbling nonsense?
I mean, we haven't fully confirmed anything yet. But the testimonies we've heard and the evidence we found point in that direction.
Testimony? You mean from those, psychic high schoolers? God,
Wow.
I love so much. From those, psychic high schoolers? Didn't they also say there was a chance Michio
No.
hadn't killed herself?
We said she was hit by a car.
That's true. We said that, not them. The game is gaslighting us into like into validating its own crazy narrative. Wait, if all that's true, then
Did you figure something out? Who?
Conchiro Y.
Who's a Y again?
And Y was the common law husband of the mom. Remember?
Oh.
The guy who was a piece of shit and beat the hell out of Michio?
Oh my god, you think he killed her?
I think he was driving the van, yes.
Oh my god. Oh my god, what if he's already dead on the inside?
Trashy's house. We need to look inside.
Boss! Boss? Sorry, it was a question mark.
I'm sure the landlord would give us the key if we asked. Screw that! You know how long that could take? We could ask for permission later.
He just ran.
By the way, this is why he left the police force.
He ran. I guess he's
wait
going.
a minute. What happened to my? Stop! Am I insane? Didn't I take some time earlier to put the fucking the
hello? Say hello? You did. Did it disappear?
What the hell?
Zach, is it the work of ghosts, Zach?
Don't stop that.
Zach, could your OBS be
Why
haunted?
are you fucking whispering into my ear like a fucking weirdo? How's that? Is that centered?
What's the problem?
I literally can't see. Someone has to tell me if that's centered or not. How's that? That's fine. All right. Hopefully that doesn't crash my fucking OBS again.
I'm glad Richter, come! We can't just... Luckily, he's not law enforcement, so he can just break in.
Take that, you shitty door! That's how you do it!
I think he's dead. Richter, get a hold of yourself! I see you're still the same as always.
Everyone, come quick, look at this! Yep, there you go.
Okay, Jesus, this isn't good. Ah.
Also, fucking custom Haraway sprite.
Whoa, what's up with this room? Boss, there's a dead body in here.
Whoa. Could that be Michio's dad?
Nah, he's her stepdad at best, if that. It's gotta be the body of Iwai. There's no doubt about it, that man's a goner. He's
Dude,
gotten
Michio's
real
on a
messed up.
killing spree.
I think she did. Yeah, I think that is.
A body has been discovered.
Looks like he's been like this for a while. I'd say it happened last night. Iro, did you find John's body in the same state?
Now that you mention it, it looked as though Kohai Junoichi had died from a number of heavy blows.
What are you suggesting, investigator?
It was Michio Shiraishi.
I don't
He's
think
alive.
she's alive. I think she's possessing the
I
one
think she's
person who's got the curse stone.
Yako. I
The
think she's
curse
possessing
stone!
Yako.
Because Yako's got the curse stone. That's ridiculous. You're suggesting she actually revived? No.
It's gotta be that. And if she's alive, then I'm gonna zoom in so far. I'm
But
just
none
gonna
of this
keep
makes
zooming
sense.
in.
How is she killing people? Can we ask this question? How is she killing people?
Ah, yes, hello. My apologies for
Oh
interrupting.
my god, why?
I know we've just arrived at an interesting plot point. But do you really think a dead girl is going around taking revenge from beyond the grave? Consider this. What if Michio Shiraishi never died? But seeing as you've come this far, I'm sure you already know the truth, don't you?
Is Yako just Michio?
No, there's no way. That'd be
Because
insane, right?
I think we're correct on like she's being possessed.
So that's Michio. Also, she uses 2 ribbons, not 1.
Yeah, well, you need to. Okay, Yako's a little bit above Michio, so you can like quickly.
Right here.
Yeah.
Holy shit, they do have the same eyebrows.
Yako's looks a little thicker. And Michio's face is a little like rounder, softer. Yako's is a little...
I don't. That might. Well, yeah, maybe you're right.
I still think Yako is being possessed, but the storyteller's being weird by saying, "What if she never died?"
Well, right. Maybe she didn't die. Maybe she was just. Maybe her soul just like escaped her body through, whatever. Because remember, her soul said. Well, we didn't even know if it was her soul that was answering on the spirit board, right? But like, we believe that it was an accident.
Yeah. Which
So
hit
the
and run is an
wait,
accident.
So the hit and run was an accident. So why would she take revenge on her shitty stepdad? Well, I
Well, I
guess
mean,
that's a
maybe
really tough
I don't
question,
know. Maybe I don't know what this information is. This is
I don't
weird.
know.
And so, I would have you answer me a question. Where in Honjo was Michio Shiraishi at the hour of 8 o'clock this morning?
I'm sorry. The time
I think it's this.
frame.
Candy shop.
8 o'clock
'Cause
this
remember,
morning. That's
where
when.
Yako lives.
Yeah, that's when Yako woke up. Is that when this is? Air quotes
8
woke
a.m.
up.
would have been before the first thing we did this morning, which I believe is what that is.
And that's not
I'm
when.
cheating so hard, by the way.
That's not when. Like, she wouldn't have been at, like, the school, right? He would have already been dead.
Yes, I think. Ooh. I mean,
Okay.
I want to point out that I am 100% willing to cheat my ass off. If I say this and it's wrong, we will just reload the save and try
Okay.
every single location.
Okay.
He doesn't tell us.
There was no sound either, so I don't know how that works.
Let's try another one. So if it's not the candy shop, I said the candy shop because I thought that she was possessing Yako and that's where she was, right? That's what I said.
Mhm.
Where do you think she would be?
The only other place, 'cause if it was like she had went and she killed the teacher and she was just hanging around out there.
You think that she?
Or
would be-
when
that
did
was
she
at-
kill? When
No,
did
that
she
was-
kill
That was
the?
at fucking midnight.
When did she kill the Iwa?
We don't know. We just saw his dead body.
Yo, I don't know.
And why do you think
I
Iwa?
still,
Why?
yeah, I can't remember his name. He's too new.
He literally just said it like 4 times in dialogue.
I know, it's hilarious. I think you're right. I don't know where else she would be because we both think she's possessing him. Her possessing her.
Yes. Wait, that's different.
Yeah.
He said, now he says, I see. Wait a minute.
I think we were
If
right. I
use
think we were
again,
right.
If he, okay, let's do a third. Okay, where could she definitely not have been? Like, she wouldn't have been at Kichibori Park, right?
Yeah.
So let's say this and see what his response is.
I think we were right. I think we were right.
I think we were right.
I think we were right. Okay.
'Cause now he says, I see.
We're smart.
Fuck you.
She's possessed. We know it.
Oh, we just had to click one thing over. Shit. The entire run's invalidated because I wanted to cheat.
Well, no, we were
Congratulations,
technically
you are
correct.
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 As expected, you got it in one go.
Shut up, storyteller.
Well, the cause of death was such.
What?
The cause of death was such, was it not? You must have noticed some time ago.
Yes.
Let's
We
get back to the
know
story then, shall we? I've
that
taken up enough
enough.
of your time.
Is this gonna stick us to the storyline?
Yeah, I think we're
No,
going
we're
back
just
to-
right back in. Okay.
What? So you really think Michio Shirashi's alive? No, we don't think so.
Well,
No.
kinda. I think her spirit's still around, which is good enough.
Yeah.
Just think about it, and it all becomes obvious. It tracks, but do you really think that girl could have managed all this? First of all, Hiro, go report this to HQ.
Understood. I'll get on it right away.
God, she looks so fucking high. Wait, isn't that the fucking murderer?
Yeah, that's Nejima.
That's Nejima. What the hell?
I'll start investigating this place. I'm sure it isn't lacking in stuff that needs looking at.
How much
There's a
time we have
bunch
left?
of
We have, like,
photos of the
45
same person posted on the wall.
Huh? Whoa now, hold on. These photos. They're all of Nejima. Gross.
Really? Come to think of it, he was in the papers a lot back in the day.
Lady,
Oh,
you're the one who helped.
There's
her
even
in.
more pasted up over here. These are all cutouts from the newspaper and magazines about the Nejima murders.
I don't get it. Why the weirdo shrine?
Let's keep looking around. Quick, look for. Oh, I can't actually move.
What a weird angle we're on.
Yeah. Look at these pictures. Pictures of. Actually, this is investigating stuff. Do we have to read all this?
I can just summarize. There's more pictures. Whoever put them up was obsessed. You think they're connected to them somehow, the Nejimas?
Oh, fuck.
It's crazy to
It's
think.
crazy to think Nejima might be involved in all this, too.
Do you think he might have had anything to do with the body here?
Maybe. The man's already on parole. He's a curse bearer with a cursed stone. We already know this.
No,
my
this is Zach. This is the first time he's saying that Nejima's out and killing people now.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
dear.
you're right. The thing that. No wonder they didn't say it earlier, because the writers were like, well, we have this scene that's going to
Yeah.
be happening in a second.
There's an emergency search underway as we speak, but no one's yet managed to get a hold of the bastard.
Also, shouldn't we mention the fact that he's a janitor and looks very different?
You know what? There's a lot of stuff we should mention that hasn't been
Actually,
mentioned,
you know what?
apparently.
Now I think about it, that's why they brought up the fact that he never took any pictures, right?
Yeah.
Because they don't actually know that he looks really different now. We know because we're like omniscient beings, but
So he hasn't changed his ways. That doesn't bode well. To tell you that, I thought she was talking. To tell you the truth, the lady here isn't completely unconnected from the Nejima murders either. You don't say.
That's right. We talked about it last night. 20 years ago, I found the hand in Sumida River that brought the incident to light.
You don't say. You were the kid from back then. You were really brave. You did a great deed.
Were you the detective I spoke with? I had no idea.
So you two have met before. Fancy that. I've been worried about Nejima. I've been worried that Nejima might bear resentment towards you, ma'am. You might be right. Unfortunately, that asshole is quite the resentment type.
Oh dear.
That asshole. I wonder who put the idea into his head. And now he's got the one-sided read, too. He's threatening to massacre the people of Honjo at sundown.
Yeah, things are kind of messed up right now.
On top of that, he's been itching to get revenge on me as well. Of all things, the man's gone and threatened to kill my daughter. Damn, that's quite the threat. Certainly can't afford to stay put here. The fucker wants... the fucker wants to get us all antsy. When I finally get to arresting him, it'll be with a cool head. Not gonna give him the pleasure, huh? I disappeared.
So this
Could hold a
room
clue to
might
his
have a
location.
code.
Okay.
Drawer. I have to be the one to do stuff now because Aereo isn't here.
that is literally how it works, to be fair.
Oh, look for the talisman. Okay.
There's a lot of
wait, so
whack.
what is that? Oh, there's a corpse on the window. Yeah, so they were shut-ins. More Nejima pictures. Richter's quite the spectacle himself. You compare me to the likes of a criminal? A bizarre criminal at that?
Huh? Bizarre?
Books. Many of them are in foreign languages. It's a pain to look at them, so let's save them for later.
Great.
Obsessed, relation. What if it wasn't
Okay.
loathing? Wait a minute. What? Go back to that.
What?
Oh, well, you skipped it. Let's go
Okay.
back up. They might have some relation to
What if it
Nejima's
wasn't loathing,
victim, or
perhaps
perhaps
victim?
it was the opposite.
Yeah, it's probably just somebody who's like, dude, this guy was sick.
They're related to
I don't
Nejima.
know- I don't
What
know
if
why
he's
he was so
related to
surprised.
Nejima? What if he's related to Nejima? Isn't that like...
And why? I mean, it's entirely possible, I suppose.
It barely fits the frame. Okay.
more about old books?
Old
and then-
books. And we said to come back to those later.
Oh, save them for later. It's like a ritual thing.
Magic runes. Western black magic rituals.
Most of them are useless imitations. I just chanced upon that information.
She's pretty informed on the subject.
Western black
Okay,
magic!
go-
Take it away, Saba.
While magic is often classed as a branch of mysticism, or many may variously refer to the likes of witchcraft or astrology, here it refers specifically to Western black magic. In the Middle Ages, the line between science and magic was blurred, with the pursuit of the supernatural considered a legitimate academic discipline. Astrology was regarded akin to astronomy, while alchemy was accepted as scientific fact, and would eventually evolve into what is known today as chemistry. One discipline, however, was considered wicked and shunned accordingly. Black magic, the practice of using magical knowledge to strike a bargain with demons. In contrast to the socially acceptable subject studied by the intelligentsia, black magic was most prolific among the lower classes. It was the common people who suffered most from the ills of the day, war, famine, and sickness, which perhaps led them to seek aid from unholy powers. As heresy, these rituals and spells were nowhere to be found. Heresy? Whatever.
Heresy, yeah.
Were nowhere to be found in orthodox modes of teaching, but instead were recorded in tomes of dubious credibility. Black magic.
So, you mean these books?
Books
Right.
about black magic. Mantra. Oh yeah, the mantra-like stuff.
Oh, that's true.
Let's look through the books now. How dare you? We literally just said we should look through the books. I guess we need to look at the corpse. Okay. Has anyone seen him before? Is this a curse? It's better not to look at it. Yeah. It's amazing. Never mind. She is scary.
I told you she's evil. Just like all women.
Uh-huh. That's what that is.
Yeah, you're okay. You're a Saba.
Mio's also okay.
I don't know. She is a high schooler.
Oh my god. Middle schoolers are the ones that are not cool. High schoolers are okay. They get to be more okay.
He's reading the book.
Seems to be a book on black magic.
Who would have guessed?
Okay. Grimoires, whatever. Yeah, keep going. UI was studying them, perhaps to perform a ritual. Okay. Handwritten notes. Whoever was serious. UI doesn't look like the type. Was what is it? God, what's her name?
You know it'd be nuts?
Miyuchi? What's her name? What if she was into all this stuff?
What if he performed a black magic ritual in order to bring
Restoration
Michio
of
back
youth?
to life? Can you give me a fucking second? I just wanted to say, what if he was performing a ritual to try to bring Michio back to life because he accidentally hit her with the car, but then when she came back, she's like a whole vengeful demon spirit and just instantly killed him with the curse?
Maybe, but this says, according to this rune, is restoration of youth.
Yeah, that could be bringing someone back to life.
Perhaps he was trying to become young again. Maybe it's like a dual word scenario, maybe.
It might be.
Oh, that one's also now it says resurrection.
Oh, look at that! Seems the black magic related to resurrection.
This over here, so there's multiple stuff. But it says human sacrifice. Occult stuff is similar, basically. A journal.
Have a journal.
Wise journal.
His writing is surprisingly thorough. It's almost as if he was writing a report for someone.
You mean the fucking witch lady who runs the soap factory?
I don't know.
Her?
There's a lot of stuff happening.
The woman who is going to wipe the world clean of sinners like herself?
Oh my gosh. Ooh.
Oh, wow. Now this is something. What is it? What do you write? This is quite the find. Let me give you a summary. This Iwai fellow, he's been searching for a spell to restore youth for years.
Okay, so he was crazy?
Okay, so we're just gonna summarize text instead of
No,
reading it?
sorry.
That's
So
fine.
this was, I didn't realize it was me. So he was into black magic from the start?
He believed if he could learn to successfully perform the spell, he could then use it to earn a fortune. Very true. To tell you the truth, it seems he was already getting funding after he acquired this grimoire. That's interesting. You don't say. This is starting to sound kind of familiar. But first, let's find out how he got his hands on the grimoire.
The soap people.
That Nejima told him where he could obtain the book when they were both in prison.
Could the soap people be the one funding everyone?
Yes.
So it's
I genuinely think that the old lady is the sorceress from like hundreds of years ago, and she's the one who started the Feast of Shadows.
Okay, they were both in prison.
What? That's nearly too much of a coincidence. Likely not a coincidence. It seems like Iwai took an interest in the Nejima murders after it made the news. He admired him rather passionately.
Well, there we go. That's how he's related to Nejima, right? They met each other.
Yeah, I guess so. But it's also crazy because it's like, I mean, I know they kind of hand waved it away. Why the fuck did Michio's mom like stay with this guy? Like, what happened exactly? You know, how did she let him into their life? I know it was like, oh, it was like sweet promises or whatever, but it's like, I don't know, man. But like, you probably kicked the guy out after his first ritualistic sacrifice, right? Probably, like when he killed the rat in your living room.
Yeah.
You might even say he worshipped the man. Worship? Nejima of all people? This was a time when students were itching to rebel. Oh, he was young back then. Is that the idea? What was his name? It was, Iwai? Oh, we don't know his age. He does look, like, oldish, though.
Yeah.
So I don't know why. This guy does not look like he's in his 30s to early 40s. So
40s to 50s, maybe 40s and
40s to 50s is what I would say. Then again, maybe prison just makes you look fucking old.
That is true. That is true. That could be a thing. Psychological stress.
Anyone who did anything to shake the world is bound to gather admirers. Iwai had been collecting these photos ever since that time. And since he just so happened to land in prison at the same time as Nejima, he made sure to get in contact. This is a lot. That would be
true.
That would be the fucking thumbnail for if I was actually editing this. It would be like PARANORMASIGHT. This is a lot. I mean, even having it all laid out like this. The thought of Nejima being involved with these grimoires is staggering. I don't think he ever had anything pointing to that. What's the connection? To be honest, it's a shock to me too. For years, we've been scratching our heads over the motives behind the Nejima murders. Yup, it's been a mystery to us all from the start. Whoa,
oh, wait a minute.
Wait just a minute. You don't think
that it was Iwai instead who killed people, maybe?
I think it's well, I don't know. We'll see. That's right. The murders might have been for a ritual. He was attempting to perform black magic. There you go. That's what he's saying. The instructions written down for the sacrificial offering match up exactly to the acts carried out by Nejima. So, okay. So my thing of him being possessed no longer makes sense. But then in that case, I guess he was just like a desperate evil person, which is why he turned to black magic.
Yeah,
right?
He thinks Nejima's cool. Yeah.
No, I'm not talking about fucking Iwai. I'm talking about Nejima.
Nejima, yeah, because he's the one who told Iwai about the black magic stuff, so he clearly knew about it before.
Once again, that's not really what I'm talking about, but I'm glad we're like pseudo on the same page. It's okay. You gotta be kidding me. So that sadistic crap he was doing was all for black magic? That's what the evidence suggests.
So maybe he doesn't care about the rite of resurrection. He cares maybe about doing this ritual instead.
I think they both firmly understood that the rite of resurrection is a lie. Once again, I think it's a ruse to keep the sorceress alive forever, and I think they wanted to perform this other like ritualistic black magic in an effort to like perpetuate their youth or whatever.
Yeah.
Kind of like what she did. Like, essentially, what I think might happen,
like if I may pontificate with little to no evidence to support this, I think this ritual that these two like chuckle nuts tried to do, I think is the same thing that the sorceress did successfully hundreds of years ago. And that's what the rite of resurrection is. It's the like echoes of her ritual that allow for like her life to be perpetuated by people who are foolish enough to believe in the power of resurrection.
So Nejima tried to do some type of resurrection, but EY had different motives? This line.
Okay, thank you, Saba.
This line.
Chief Inspector, you might think this is all the stuff of fantasy, but that doesn't refute that Nejima and Awai were both acting in earnest. This is batshit insane. You're telling me that nutjob did all this for some hokey-pokey resurrection? Shit. Resurrection. That means there must be someone That means there must be someone Nejima wanted to bring back to life.
What if it was the person he killed? That'd be weird.
No, because he killed them to do the ritual.
Youth. Yeah, this is weird. Who would he want to resurrect?
I don't know. His mom.
His
I don't
mom.
know.
Damn, that's it. Oh. That has to be it. Fucking hell, it all makes sense now.
What? What is it?
So, about the Nejima murders. There's some information that's been kept from the public. Go on. When we broke into his house and arrested him, we also found a baby.
A baby? So he did resurrect some? A baby.
It was a girl. Looked to be about 6 months old, but she was covered in filth. She looked so weak and sickly. We called the medics right away. If we were a second later, I'm sure the girl would have died. So,
We do a paternity test?
was Nejima the father? He told us he'd found her under a bridge.
He found her? She was abandoned?
I've heard of parents threatening to leave their children under
Okay.
a bridge as a threat, but I don't think it really happens.
No, I said but to think it really happens. Why are you believing this, Richter? Why are
I
you...
don't know. I suppose there are those cases with the dead newborns found stuffed in coin lockers, so it's not without precedent. What the fuck? Is that a thing in Japan? Whatever the case, we never found out the truth. But there's one rumor from back then that I could never get out of my mind.
Wait, so is the baby dead or not?
I think the baby may have died, was brought back to life, and he's lying about finding it under.
No, I'm saying, Saba, focus.
The
I'm
baby's
saying, is
alive.
The baby's alive right
Yes.
now. So the baby is a 20-year-old woman who's just kind of hanging out.
I guess.
There's a lot of people that could be in the game so far.
Okay, well,
And it's starting to sound more likely now.
Well, I'm sure it isn't the first time you've heard of it. Many believe Nejima's guilty of more crimes than what got him convicted.
Schrodinger's baby. Exactly. Is the baby alive or not? I don't know.
Back then, a lot of girls went missing.
Yeah, I remember all of that.
Among the high school girls that might have been murdered, or maybe I should say sacrificed, was a girl who was pregnant.
Goodness. Yeah, that's pretty bad. It's not great.
He killed her and dismembered her body. And we thought maybe the baby we found was what he pulled from inside of her. Don't misunderstand me. This is all speculation on top of more speculation.
Why is she horrified by this, but then she's like, oh, the person that was murdered like this is great.
You can't possibly fathom why Haruo would be disgusted by the potential murder of somebody's child.
That's fine. I just find the dichotomy a little weird that she's like, oh, it's great that this guy was gruesomely murdered. This is fantastic. And then this is a normal response.
I think you're being willfully ignorant of the fact that she is obviously like really like she's much more connected to children than other adults. So I think that's why she's disgusted by this. Yes.
But I, for one, never believed that man would just take in a baby he found under a bridge.
I'm feeling sick. I gotta go. I gotta go throw up. Give me a second.
Stay strong, ma'am. I know this is hard to hear.
Oh,
Like
she's
I
moved.
said, don't take that to be the full truth. But we're running on speculation back then. Or we were running on speculation back then. Now that this whole resurrection magic has come into play, we should consider the possibility it was his child. And that maybe he was trying to revive whoever the mother might have been. It's just a theory, but my life would be a tad easier if it were true.
Wait, so okay, hold on. I don't fucking understand. So they did find the baby. We know that for a fact. He was hypothetically trying to resurrect the mother of his child, but failed and just resurrected the dead baby instead.
We don't know if the baby was dead. This is the weird thing. It's unclear to us whether or not this resurrection ritual was used on the baby, was used on someone in relation to the baby. We don't know.
I'm about to say, they're talking a lot of speculation here, which I think we, as like the players of the game, are supposed to take as fact. But I find it really difficult to take any of this as fact, because it's like, what evidence do you have to support any of this? That's an interesting thought. If there is anyone Nejima would want to resurrect, a deceased wife is a good guess as any. The fact he'd obtained a cursed stone suggests he has an interest in the rite of resurrection. Damn, you're right. And here I was thinking he was only after the curse's power of massacre. Or to massacre, sorry.
Or maybe that's the thing. Maybe he's just a really desperate guy who wants a thing back. Maybe that's why there was nothing for him. Like, he didn't really have violent tendencies to begin with. He had desperate. He was very desperate to do anything.
I guess it kind of makes sense. If he's just a normal guy and then his wife died tragically, like potentially with their unborn child, it would make sense for him to kind of go nuts and start doing this ritualistic like massacre in order to try to bring them back. But I'm still unclear as to like who he was trying to bring back. The wife? Like, what the fuck does the baby have to do with it? I think the thing that confuses me most about the baby is that fucking Tetsuo just brought up the fact that one of the high school girls that was murdered was pregnant.
Because I don't know. That's where they thought the baby came from first.
Right, because his story was that he found it under a bridge, and they didn't believe him for a second. So they were speculating that one of the high school girls was pregnant, and he took it from her.
Yeah.
So in actuality, that might not have happened, period. The second thing about the pregnant high schooler might just not have happened, period. Okay. I'm going to function under that so we can move forward.
Chief Inspector.
Yeah?
What happened to the child?
Without a birth registration on file, the best we could do was find the girl some suitable foster parents. It was decided to keep the circumstances secret for the sake of the child's future.
Well, I'm glad she was taken care of. Okay.
What the fuck? That's it?
Let's go back to the books. There's still more.
Oh my god, there's still more in there. Okay, yeah.
Rich quick.
Yep.
Money, rejuvenation magic.
Rejuvenation.
And get this.
Hello. I mean, I guess that makes sense. She would profit enormously from having magic that allows you to rejuvenate, because she does run a cosmetics company.
Yeah.
Here, let me read you what he wrote.
Ooh.
The Queen of Heihaku has a strange fear of growing old.
Her fear of death is even worse. If she does die, she wishes to be revived, and she will spend whatever it takes to preserve her beauty. Well, I'm sorry to tell you this, ma'am, but that's probably gone.
She's crying.
Magic rituals and rites will use whatever means necessary. Her tenacity is unbelievable.
Investing money into any research on resurrection.
Oh, she's also probably funding the professor's research too, because remember that was his thing. Was that he's
Yeah,
like,
that's
"I'm
why I
actually-"
said they're funding everyone. Yeah. I think everyone who
Got
has
it,
to do with something is being funded by them.
everybody who has something to do with like the rite of resurrection in any way.
Yeah, and like
That's
looking into it, yeah.
sounds like a really good investment for your company, ma'am.
Means to an end here, I guess.
I mean, to be fair, like obviously I'm making fun of her for being foolish, but there is real ghosts and curses and shit happening, so I guess it's not that unreasonable.
In this world of theirs, no.
Yeah. Profunded is
Yeah, there we go.
But,
Spreading.
Spreading rumors about having godly powers.
Oh, and that's why it would make sense for her to become young again, because she's godly.
You can ignore that, says Richter.
is he getting for his research to seduce a family into taking him into
To keep a low profile.
So he's a horrible piece of shit, but because he was receiving funding, he went to Michio's mom, was like, "Hey, I'll give you money in exchange for you letting me stay here." Common law husband. That makes sense. That's why. Because they now are officially living together
He
for an extended
seduced
period
a
of time.
family. That's where the promises were too. He's got all these promises.
There you
and
go.
stuff like that.
So that's where
And
the sweet-
ooh, because she wanted to send her kid to a good high school.
No, okay, yes, obviously.
And that's where
but
the money
like-
goes in. Well, that's where if you want to do the money, that's where the money comes in.
Right, but what I'm saying is that money is just useful in general.
No, I know, Zach, but they specified that it was like a shackle that she was like, I'm gonna get Michio into a good high school.
Yeah. Okay. Are you feeling steady, ma'am?
Huh? What? Is this something to do with me? What are we talking about? I'm confused.
I genuinely don't know.
Is this the thing where we're gonna have to, if we click the top one, we'll have to like guess which one it is? I mean, I guess, let's go for it, why not? Clearly this is something. What's happening now? What's happening
I
now?
don't know.
I'm just
I don't know. I'm
just so confused.
I'm gonna cheat my
Yeah.
ass off. All right, let's look at what he's saying. You can ignore that. Either way, I think Iwai took payments as he was getting his research, keep a low profile. Shiraishi family, Michio, and her mother, Toshio, were just as unlucky marks. This is where you get involved. Are you feeling steady, ma'am?
Does her son have something to do with this?
I mean, it must be, right?
What's her son's name again?
It's not.
It's not even here. It's not even free in here.
Toshiko Shiraishi
Is the mom,
is
right?
the mom, who I
Who's
don't think
not,
we even
who's
have
Natsue
a profile on.
Yamamori?
Yamamori is a
Oh,
old
the lady. This
Do
old
we
lady has
have-
nothing to do with her. Freaking Nejima. I don't.
We don't have a
Iwai.
second Shiraishi in this list, so the mom doesn't even have a profile.
Just what's happening? I feel like I've suddenly been like thrown with so much information that I'm a little
It's a lot.
overwhelmed.
It's a lot of info, especially with 15 minutes left of stream. So are you saying that
This is a possessive term. There's a possessive term in
Yeah.
these with the apostrophe s here.
there's gonna be a
So-
second? There's gonna be a second thing to enter after this. Fumichika Nejimas.
Nejima Iwai's Michio? Could be something about Michio.
Okay. Her son disappeared and was kidnapped 2 years ago, right?
Yeah.
So I don't think it has anything to do with Nejima, because Nejima is 20 years ago is when he got arrested, right? So that's completely out of the question. Iwai could be something. Michio is the suicide girl, the one who got isekai'd. Toshiko is the mom, who I don't know why she would be relevant. And Natsue is the old lady.
I don't know what they would have to do with Natsue.
I genuinely do not know.
What? Child magic living sacrifice? What? Wait. Michio was the sacrifice makes sense, right? Michio living sacrifice? Child? Michio's living sacrifice? Wait a minute. No, go.
We can just reload save.
Kenshiro just Iwai.
That'd be funny if this was nothing.
What?
Yeah.
That's exactly it. Okay, I'm everything wording.
He killed Michio.
Yes. Okay, that part was reasonable. Yeah,
I'm about to say, like, it seemed like I thought about it for like a split second, and I was like, wait, is it really just that it's Michio? That's it?
What does this have to do with her, though?
Because that's probably what happened to
her son. Okay, so it's just in relation to like the act that happened. Is the okay?
I think a specific part of the ritual is the fact that you have to sacrifice somebody. You have to like ritualistically sacrifice somebody who is youthful, like for example, a middle schooler walking home.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Man.
Must have despised Nejima's detractors.
So that's why Iwai targeted all of the cops, like kind of around. Yeah, he had to bone to pick with the police. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Fuck. Iwai kidnapped Harue's son and managed to score 3 birds with 1 stone. Jesus.
Okay, so the money wouldn't have to. So her regret was that she could have done something by just paying off the money.
Her regret was that she waited because the cops told her, like, we don't negotiate with kidnappers, right? Because they wanted to appear strong. But yeah, you're right. He never had an intention of returning her at all. So her greatest shame of like, I should have just given him the ransom money as soon as he asked, turns out didn't actually matter. Because guess what? Your son was a ritualistic sacrifice.
Well, I guess we figured out who killed their son.
And he used Michio to lower your boy's defenses, then kidnapped him on his way back home. That was the whole discussion about how, because he was smart enough not to get into like a car with a stranger, but Michio was like a fellow student-ish, like with like, you know, a student that he would recognize as being a student.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, lady.
He's literally there, right in front of you, dead. I don't... It doesn't matter. You need to breathe, lady.
I have absolutely no idea what I'm going through. What a stupid idea from a stupid little man.
She's just gonna faint.
I'm genuinely surprised that like all of the candles in the room didn't just go boom and like start burning the building down.
It does have a very strong. Okay.
Before we go, there's one more important piece of information noted in this journal. Last year, after Nejima was released on parole, to provide him with accommodation and financial support, he managed to find a hideout for Nejima to stay in. Okay, that's probably where the janitor is now. If anything, rather than use his money to support the Shiraishi,
And this guy
since
was
he
really
should have went to
obsessed with
Nejima
Nejima, yeah.
instead. God, fuck this
Dang.
guy. If Nejima's lurking around anywhere at the moment, he's probably in that hideout. Unfortunately, no. Okay, well. But it seems like Michio knew where it was. Fuck. She never met with Nejima in person, but she was made to go in and clean up among other things.
Okay, well now I gotta contact her spirit, and we know where that is.
You think that's the blackmail that the teacher had on her?
Was that...
Wait, no. Hold on.
What?
Who had the blackmail against them? Was it Hitomi or was it Michio?
The
I think it was Michio, right?
The teacher had blackmail information on Michio, I believe.
Right, because she was the one who was getting diddled by the teacher and beaten by her stepdad. She was living a great life. Wait, no, she's alive!
We think she's alive.
You think she's alive. She's actually just possessing Yako. The lady is not well. Very true.
He wanted to ask something though, so I wonder what that is. The deceased body was discovered at the home. Konkichiro once made a living by placing advertisement in magazines to sell phony magic items and good luck charms. He held a nostalgic yearning for the post-war era when things and people were simple and has nothing to do with negative things to say about the rapidly developing, ostentatious world of late. Radical in his belief that it would be better to tear down society and start over again. Wow. Konchiro was discontent with his life spent poking around in society's cesspool to make a few coins. When the Nejima murders were widely reported in the media, it had a great impact on Konkichiro, as he witnessed how a single act by a single man could cause a major rift in society. Perceiving Fumichika Nejima as a great hero, he began collecting every piece of information he could on the man. Konkichiro was later arrested for his illegal business practices and a chance meeting with Fumichika during the... Nejiro. His incarceration solidified his idolization. He was captivated when Fumichika's talk of black magic and followed his release, acquired the grimoire Fumichika had hidden away. As for Toshiko Shiraishi, Konchiro sent his sights on her after encountering her at her part-time job. Yikes. When he learned that the Shiraishi family was in financial trouble and could not afford to send Michio to college, he turned on the charm and took advantage of their weakness by offering them money. He revealed his true colors, however, after moving in with the family and used violence and money to keep them quiet under his thumb. All the while, his belief in black magic deepened, and he found a sponsor in the Hinaku Corporation. There we go. Konchiro forced the Shirai family to perform various rituals. With any attempts to resist being met with merciless beatings, the mother and daughter were helpless to resist. After Hihaku offered Konchiro great sums to intensify his work with black magic, he set his mind to sacrificing a child in order to perform a youth restoration. Wow, this has been going on for a long time. For this purpose, he chose Shuichi Shigima.
I mean, at least 2 years, right? Because he kidnapped the son.
The son of Haruo Shigima, against whom Fumichika held a grudge. He attempted to enlist Michio so as to not alarm the boy, and when she resisted, beat her mother 20 times. That's a very specific amount of times. When Michio's assistants, Konchiro kidnapped Shuichi and locked him up in the Shiraishi's house, and told the young courageous boy that he'd kill Michio if he tried to run. While his actions were motivated by a personal grudge against the police, it was first and foremost an attempt to create a societal uproar and break down in public order. So Konchiro painted the crime as a regular kidnapping, demanding a ransom from the family. However, because of the embargo on the press, the kidnapping did not... because they didn't say anything, that also...
That's true.
Pissed him up. Kidnapping did not cause a public outcry to that of the Nejima burners. Infuriated, Konchiro had Toshiko perform this sacrifice ritual by threatening to kill Michio if she refused. Toshiko killed Shuichi. The mom! But the spell failed, to which Konchiro blamed her. Warning Michio to keep silent about the murder to avoid incriminating her mother, Konchiro dumped the boy's body in a nearby river.
That's probably the fucking blackmail, by the way.
Yeah, the tiny corpses.
The fact that your mom fucking murdered a child, like, she was obviously coerced, but like, damn.
The tiny corpse was found a week later in the Sumida River after floating through. And this is enough for like Michiro to like become a vengeful spirit. This is definitely enough.
I agree. Like, this makes sense.
Having drifted for days in the polluted waters, little evidence remained. Although Kenshikiro performed no further sacrifices, his devotion to black magic only increased. Toshiko and Michio spent their days consumed by guilt, forced to continue serving Kenshikiro until the day they died.
So why is he dead now? Like, clearly he was killed by
I think
Yako being
Michio,
possessed, right?
yeah, because
So, but
well,
my
Michio
question
died
is,
recently, right? So
right,
that's
right. But so she recently got hit by a car, which was allegedly an accident. I believe that, kinda. I'm not super sure. But my question is it video, like, why is all of this stuff laying open right now in their house? Like, is this what their house constantly looks like 24/7? Or was he
maybe.
in the process of performing a ritual, which is why he died in the middle of the ritual circle?
I think that he was trying to do stuff, and then Michio just happened to
Like
show up.
Possessed Yako showed up and killed him with the
Yeah.
cursed stone.
I think because she, died and became like a vengeful ghost or whatever, that's what finally allowed her to like kind of go kill
Remember,
people.
that was Mio's whole thing, right? Was that like a spirit can sometimes come back on their own, but they need to have a lot of unfinished business.
This
Yeah,
is a lot of
this is a lot of
unfinished
unfinished business.
business.
Like back when we were initially discussing, like, earlier today, like, what dirt could the teacher have on Michio in order to, like,
Yeah,
validate his
you
story or
guys having
whatever.
killed and
I thought that it was
participated.
just a shitty dad or shitty stepdad. No, it turns out he was, like, evil, and he was forcing, like, the family to start doing ritual murders and shit.
It
I'm like,
wasn't
what the
too
hell?
long that we've heard. Like, I feel like they could have potentially even planted EY sooner, and we just don't think
Well,
they
they
have in
kind of
relation.
did. They talked about, they never mentioned it, but they talked about, they talked very early about her having a new stepdad.
Like from the
They did
family
mention
stuff. Yeah.
they did mention that, like, early, but they just never mentioned him by name, because why would they? Right? Like, why would that have come up? I don't think it would have organically came up prior to that. So they did kind of seed it. I just didn't expect him to be like fucking evil magic man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hot dog. All right. I'm gonna save, and I think we'll call it for today. How long have we been playing this?
It's been like 4 hours now.
No, I don't mean today. I mean in general. This
Uh
is episode 4. So we've been, and I think some episodes we only did for 3 hours, not 4, right?
yeah, most of them I think have been for 3.
Okay, well, let me HLTB PARANORMASIGHT. Whatever this is, we're gonna add like 50% to it. So it
50
says
hours.
12 hours. Completionist is 13 hours, so it's pretty consistent. So let's say 12 plus another 50 would be like 18 hours. So hypothetically, that means that we should be able to finish next week. We might have to go a little long, but
We do
I
also
think
have Monday if you wanted to like shove something in on Monday, but I don't know what your work is or whatever.
that is true. If it ends up being like way too long, we'll just do like a special Monday stream a little bit, because I'm not doing anything on Monday. I do have stuff on Tuesday, but then again, Tuesday
Tuesday's Halloween.
after we're all done is also Little Goody Two Shoes, so we got that to look forward to. All right. Well, hot dog, that's a game, man. This game is crazy. I can't believe no one gives a shit about it, including Saba.
Oh yeah, I hate it.
All right. Well, good night, everybody. Good night, Saba.
Bye bye. Things have gotten real crazy, haven't they, guys? Well, okay. We gotta say goodbye. I want to figure out what's happened. There's so much that was thrown in, but we did go for 4 hours, so it was a lot crazier than normal. Well, okay, have a good day to everyone. I will see us next time. I am back, so we'll have to see. I did finish Ori, so I gotta figure out what I'm doing next. We'll see. Maybe we can play some World of War at some point. Okay, bye-bye.